Where do I put the picture? Yeah, I'm struggling to know where to put the picture at the moment. Okay, we're going to start early. I need to start slightly earlier, so I'll have to listen to the music for a while. So hopefully you can all hear me. All I want to say is thank you for everybody for sticking with me. I'm overcome with emotion at the moment. Overcome with emotion. Alexa, room light 30%.
Okay.
So I can barely contain myself. This is so exciting. So, howdy, partners! Hello! Let's do this slightly earlier. I hope you'll join me. So, but I don't know, I can't contain myself. I've been so excited for this for so long. Oh, it's been a ride, it really has. It's all I've been doing is watching about this remaster for the last so many weeks, and hello Ghost. I thought I'd start a little bit early, Ghost, because why not? So I hope you don't mind. You know, if you sit in the background, Ghost, fine, you know. So don't worry too much about it. But I can't contain my excitement on this game. Although I haven't finished it when I first played it, my God, this meant a huge amount in my life. It consumed me when this came out, and then I'll tell you the remarkable story about when I first played it, because it might shock a few of you people when that came out and when I saw it. Okay, so I'll just put in a couple of settings, alright, and then we'll click on the link, and then I'll do it all from my small phone. I hope I can read it with new glasses. So yeah, it's not very bright in here really. I've had to cut some of the sunshine out. But welcome everyone. Thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm overcome with emotion because it's been a long... I don't know what to say. God, I didn't think I'd be like this. You just finished ESO telling his choice of best character, Joey. Yeah, I don't even know what to choose, Ghost. I've been thinking about it. I don't know what to pick. I'm still stuck on what to pick. I want to do a certain one, and then I wanted to do another one. I can't make up my mind because this is a different game. So you know, hello Pepper, hello Ghost. Thank you for coming in. That's right. I'm trying to keep up with everything. I know it's a little bit dark, I know, but you know, Alexa, room light 40%. Alexa, room light 40%.
Okay.
So I'm very emotional because it's a huge moment. So you know, I might. I didn't think I'd be emotional, to be honest, because I'm just so excited. Because when I first heard about this, I just hoped it was true. I doubted it all the time, but I hoped it would be true because I absolutely, you know, absolutely loved this game. I'm still struggling to continue it because I haven't even done the Shivering Isles yet. So you know, it's been quite a ride. Hi and hi nose. So I thought I'd start a bit early because we can have to say hello, and you know, maybe some people might pop in. So hello Nosy as well. So hi Pepper, Ghost, Nosy, anybody else is popping in, please come in, say hello. Don't flood the thing with text because I might cover the stuff. I might not be able to read, but the good news is I've got glasses and the text is sharper. It's not perfect, but if I do this, that is less sharp now, so it has sharpened it up a bit, especially with the UI. I don't notice a lot of difference when I just look around. There's not a lot of difference, it's mainly my close-up vision is remarkably better. I can read very small writing now, but I do need an operation. They are recommending an operation for my left eye, and it could happen in 3 months. So I'm hoping. You haven't seen any gameplay on this, Pepper. Right, okay, so I hope I don't miss anybody in chat. I'll try my best to catch everybody, but if I miss anybody, I do apologise. Since I have not played the original, it does not excite me so much. No, probably not. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Jeffrey. I thought I'd start a bit early because, you know, if people come in, I want to say hello. And thank you for just sticking with me a bit. I didn't think you would, you know. I was pretty fed up when I last played. I was very fed up. I was, you know, the necromancer wasn't going as I was going. What I set out to achieve was not working. So, and I want to play this. This is a huge game, and it was a massive part of my life. And I'll tell you the remarkable story of when I played this. This came out in, let me just check my stats of a captivating story. I do it. But thank you very much. So I'll try to catch up with the text. Okay, what I will say is this game came out in 2006. I never played it in 2006. I didn't even know about the game. I didn't know Bethesda Game Studios. I didn't know the kinds of games they played. I heard of Morrowind when it came out, and Necker with beginning spells only will not do very well on harder ones. Yeah, you're right, Ghost. I need to, if I continue Necra, because I've had to slide Necker out so I can do this. I have to do this. I have to. Because I'm struggling with Necra. I'm okay on the Assassin, so we'll continue with that, but continue with the Witcher. I'll try and do the Kingdom Come Deliverance at some point, so I want to give you more content. But, you know, this came out in 2006. You're born a year after, right? Okay. But I didn't know about this game until Fallout 3 came out, and 2 years later, in 2008. And I'd separated from my wife. We weren't separated, but we were living apart. Things went wrong. We moved, and that everything fell apart from there. So I won't bore you with that. All I'll say is I had to go into a bed sit, and there were, you know, other people living in it. Just all in one room I was in, and the guy upstairs was a gamer, and I had a PC and a PS2. Hello, Neptunescape. So I hope I'm not missing anybody. Let me write down as many people as I can. So you know, if I could, do you want me to leave this beginning bit in? Let me know. Hello, Reg. So hello, Reg. Hello, everybody. I'll try not to miss anybody, but obviously we got a lot to get through. So hello, Reg, Jeffrey, every single one of you. Thank you for sticking with me. It means a lot. Right, let me try and get the text on these smaller. So I'm a little bit overcome. You know, I'm a little bit overcome by it all. I'm desperately excited because there's been a long wait for this. It seems like years. I'll finish off what I was saying just now. I'm just trying to get the live chat up. Sorry, I'm having a job to hold it together at the moment. I never thought I would be emotional, but there you go. Right. So I'm hanging on. And having you all back is what's made the difference. That's a massive difference. Sorry. But you people lighten up my life. My life is not the greatest in the world. I get a bit bored here, dull. And you people make it special. So I just want to say that. Thank you. Right, okay, let's pull myself together, for Christ's sake. Pull yourself together. I never thought I'd be emotional. Sorry about that. Right, let's start. Let's not wait any longer. But in 2008 or 2009, the guy upstairs said, Ray, you ought to play Fallout 3. And I took a look at it, went up there and I took a look at it, And I was very impressed by what I saw, and I could not believe what I was seeing. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. I'd heard of the original Fallout. Thank you, Reg. Thank you everybody for coming in. And on that recommendation and on seeing that gameplay, I went out and bought Fallout 3 in 2008 or 9. It was only after I'd played many hours, very many hours, maybe a year or so later, I found out about the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And that was when I first played it, so I was really late at playing it. But when I did, Fallout 3 was pushed away, and I wanted to play Oblivion because medieval world is what I live for. I love the medieval world. I played a couple of top-down kind of RPGs, flirted around with those, and it was everything I wanted. First person was fantastic. I'd never seen it. Open world, go where you want from the beginning of the game. I'd never seen that before. The graphics, even on a Xbox 360, was amazing to me. I'd never seen anything like it. I know you PC guys have got far better ones. But anyway, let's start. You're making an RPG game. Good luck on you, Neptune. So thank you all for coming in. Whether you sit back in the background or whether you join in the chat. Yes, so do I. So let's go. I'm going to put it on there just so I can see it. I should be able to read the text easier, or I'm going to make the text bigger. Okay? I hope you're enjoying the music because it's sensational. And I would like to thank Jeremy Soul for the music, which is outstanding as what has made all these games special. So I'm going to put it on large, okay, because I want to make sure I can read this, okay? And then you'll see the first change. The first change is we're going to have adaptive triggers. I presume that's the adaptiveness on here, but this is the first big change, is we have adaptive triggers, so we're going to feel every moment. And before, on the original game, it was a slider and it was roughly in the middle, okay, but if you played Oblivion and it was in the middle, it was going to be tougher than Skyrim. People used to turn it down a little bit because it was too hard. And if you're wondering, I have got the original, this was my, I got the original edition, which I've got somewhere, but I've also got this anniversary edition with the Shivering Isles. I've got new glasses, there's my case. I've got my Septim, so there's my Septim. So I've got it all here, I've got the notebook. I can't believe I'm actually got tears in my eyes, but there you go. So here we go, let's not that, but yeah, it is now Adept, Apprentice, Novice. Jess is playing it on Apprentice, and she is absolutely slaughtering everything. And I will say that if you started the original game, if you start the old game now, and you start on the default settings, it will be harder than playing it on Adept. Okay, it'll be more like Expert. It may be between those two, but it will be slightly easier on this. The leveling has been improved. The leveling was broken, where if you didn't do things right, you could end up weaker toward the end than you were at the beginning. They've supposedly done that. We're hoping there's no crashes. So here we go, Bethesda Game Studios, and thank you Bethesda for bringing this out, along with Virtuos. Thank you for putting all the lovely detail in, and thanks Unreal Engine. I'm not surprised. So visually it's going to be unbelievable, and I know I'm a little bit late, but Jess came over yesterday. I had to shop on Tuesday. Yeah, from what I've gathered there are a few bugs already, so let's hope there's not too many. Okay. So we'll see. That is why I'm looking forward to Skyblivion, because I think Skyblivion could really challenge this. And that's why they brought this out now, is because they knew that Skyblivion was going to take all the honours and was going to do really well, and they wanted this out before, and that's why they've done it, I think. So let's press it. New visuals, new combat, more feedback. Everything has been improved, but the core gameplay, the code, the actual code of the game is identical. All they've done is made improvements to the UI, gameplay, and a few little alterations. But you know, Oblivion was janky. So what? That's what makes their games. They do what other people don't do. So that's why there's jank. So I hope you'll excuse a little bit of that. Okay. Yeah, there's always a few bugs. So yeah, first of all, we got to read this, which means basically you don't own this game. Didn't they add some things from Skyrim in here? All I know is they've rebalanced the game on difficulty, so that it's more even now than it was before. Because before it was uneven and would not do it. I may get the deluxe version. I don't know. Yeah, graphics are absolutely awesome. If you're wondering, I haven't played any yet, but as much as I did not want to start this before the broadcast, I got weak and I got it on Game Pass, so I did just the tutorial and got to the end of the sewer. That's as far as I went, because I don't go any further. So let's start. Here are the options. We're on Adept. We're going to have all these. I'm not going to mess with any of this. Battery. I didn't even think I could sleep when this was downloading. I had to download it overnight in the end because it was late coming out on PS5, and it was going to take a long time, so I couldn't do it on the day anyway. I'm starting from the beginning. Yes, I'm going to put aim assist on because I'm not great with a bow. I'll tell you what, we'll turn it off and see what happens. Blood splatter we have now. Low health vignette visibility, we're having that on. Camera motion, I think so, yeah, I think so. So output, I'm going to turn the music down because it's going to be too loud. It's going to drown us out. But I'll turn it up at the beginning because it's fantastic. Sound effects I'll turn down a little bit, okay? Because that's gonna dialogue is maximum, okay? We can have these a little bit down, okay? Interface a little bit down, okay? We're gonna do quality, all right? And we'll keep it on that, and we'll keep it on that. We won't have motion blur, and I've been told. I've heard that screen space reflections might cause a problem performance-wise, so I'm going to turn it off and see what happens. So we're on large, subtitles on. We're going to have subtitles large as well. I'll tell you what, we'll go medium and see what happens. Dialogue transition, when the camera zooms in, you can have that off if you want, so that it doesn't zoom in. So that's something to look at. So we're not going to change the controls, but they are slightly different, and it is throwing me already. Alright, so now we go back here. There's no load because I haven't done anything yet, so we're starting a new game. Enjoy the start. It is outstanding. I was through the roof when they showed the trailer. I was through the roof. Here we go. Let's hope it doesn't crash.
87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold,
yeah,
in darkness, a doom sweeps
right there.
The land.
Hello, Vicky. Look at it, look at it. That's the kind of quality we're going to get. And look at this.
This is the 27th.
Look at those
last
mountains.
seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
And here we go. Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered in Unreal Engine 5. Look at the graphics, everybody. Look at the mountains. And it has got plenty of green. Look at the blues standing out there. This is the Imperial City of Cyrodiil, the heart of the Empire. And this is where we start the game. Could be a loading screen or two. And now you'll see the first of the huge change, because when the game first came out, it was potato head time. Have they done all the regions? I've no idea. I've no idea. I am a player, not a game designer, so sorry, Neptune. Okay, yeah, goes. Right, so yeah, we have all the races. As you know, one thing that makes this stand out is we got so many races. Apart from Baldur's Gate, we've gone that a little bit step further. One thing I've never done is I've never done the Argonian. And when Jess, and unbelievably, because Jess is not a huge Skyrim fan. Okay, by the way, we've got our... Hello, we're finally awake. There you go, as well. When she loves Argonians, although she's only played a bit of Skyrim, she loves Argonians, and so when she saw this, her heart fell apart, because she said, "Oh, this isn't an Argonian. This is Cyrodiil, yeah. This is Cyrodiil. This is the third in this. Sorry, the fourth in the series. Arena." Daggerfall, number 2. Number 3 was Morrowind. That came out on Xbox and was a massive hit. I think it was the second biggest hit, game of the year. It didn't sell, it sold, a few million. Oblivion came out and doubled or trebled that. And then Skyrim came out and it went on to be huge, absolutely far better than Oblivion did. Although it's dumbed down. This is the full experience. With races, classes, you name it. Jess had a job to get this to look like an Argonian because she did not like the huge snout. Anyway, I'll try not to be too long. But one thing I've just noticed is, did they have this at the beginning of the first game? Where you had 2 different choices? Because I don't remember that. So I'm going to have to look at that. But if we didn't have before, we now have 2 different origins. So so this is the Argonian. You hail from Arnesia, where the Slayers of Morrowind are still active. The hide and seek every time there was a raid made you extremely quick and nimble. But if you come from Thornmarsh, okay, and I can't wait for Argonia, but I probably won't be here then. Thornmarsh, your birth region, is called the Jewel of the East, but behind the nickname lies a darker reality. You dabbled in magic just to survive, and your quick wits allowed you to live until this day. So we seem to have 2 different origins, so I think that's been added. Now, I'm not sure what to play, to be honest. But yeah, this is a huge improvement on the first game. What crime did you commit to get in that cell? I was a very naughty boy. I think I killed Parthenax. That was my crime. So yeah, what shall I pick? My favourite is a Breton, because it gives me flexibility of doing magic or fighting. Okay, so that is what I generally like. But there's a dark elf. Okay, But don't worry, the core element is here. Okay, so if I did a dark elf, okay, although I won't do it. And then we have a high elf, of course. You know, don't we love the high elves? And they all have their racial things that they do. We can randomize it, of course, and you'll get all kinds of you know, weirdness, because in this game you can make things ugly, brutal, twisted faces. You can do this. Although this looks fairly good, they still kept the jank of the original, where you could create a huge monstrosity if you wanted. So I don't know, is that a good thing or not? Right, where are we? Imperial, that's what I played when I first played it, because we're in Cyrodiil and it seemed the right move. We are diplomats. I wanted to be good at trading. What about Ground Elf Mage? I'm very tempted to do a Lord of the Rings character, but not Saruman. High Elves changed a lot in the time from Oblivion to Skyrim. Yes, they did. With each game, they're always slightly, you know, there's always a little bit of a difference, because they want each one to be unique in its own way. So there's always a little bit of a difference. Again, we can, you know, we can hit the, we call it the ugly button. Well, you know, I mean, look at that one. So, you know, that looks like Rick Wakeman, that one. So, and then we have the Gajit, which looks fantastic. How long could the beard get? I don't know. So I'll try and do it as quick as I can. Gajit, on Xbox, I couldn't resist having a quick go. I did a wood elf, because I like wood elves. I like Bretons. They tend to be the ones I go for, or a Nord. So we got that one. Throw suggestions on what to do. I'm here, but in an appointment, be back later. Okay, that's all right. Nord, of course, you know, and you know, hit the ugly button, of course, and you get the ugly button. You know, it still has the ugliness, so everybody's happy, because not only does it look amazing, all right, and beautiful changes the quality of life, but they've kept the basic part of the game, which is what people didn't want us to touch. And they've delivered on that, so thank you to Bethesda and Virtuos for keeping that original, you know, part of the game, probably including the bugs. Redguard, I would like to do a Redguard very much, but I'm going to do that in the Elder Scrolls 6, because I like to do a role, you know, a character. This is within that world. So if it's Argonia, I would do it in, you know, as an Argonian. But I won't be doing it today. Wood Elf, that was what I did on my Xbox, just to do the tutorial bit. Because archery is one of the changes that has been made. Archery, stealth archer, is now a possibility. Okay? So I'm very tempted to do that. I'm very tempted to do my original character, Raider Slayer. You should get that guy in the other cell, yeah. So I'll tell you what. I honestly don't know what race to pick. I'm very tempted to do a mage. You see, I'm very tempted to do a mage. You know. High elf would be great for a mage, but it's either a Breton, you know, mage, or not really a Nord. I might have to go Breton again, because it gives me that flexibility. Let me have a look at what it says. Okay, all right. So I'll go with a Breton. Where are we from? Let me see. As a child, we were all spending time on the docks of the island, gaining some money by helping merchants carry the goods and learn from. I'll be as quick as I can, okay? And learn from their adventures. If I do that one, you will quick on your feet. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one, right? And I won't hit the ugly button, because otherwise we'll go ugly. So we'll start off with that, and I will try and be as quick as I can. All right. but I didn't really know what to do. It could have been a Khajiit, it could have been anything. It could have been Argonian. So I'll do young. I mean, much as I'm tempted to do a woman, I'm going to do a man today, because we're not going to do a silly voice. We're just going to do me. All right. I won't do old me either. As for a tone, I generally like to be, you know, a little bit of colour, so I like to have a little bit. Do you have any tips for the map building, like putting objects around to make it look more immersive? I don't know. You can't really. Well, I don't know what you mean, Neptune. Do you mean? I don't know what you mean by map building, because you can't really do anything about the map. You can't build buildings. Do you have any tips for map building? Not really sure what you mean by map building. So right, we'll do that. Okay, I'll do that skin tone, and then we'll do the head. So there's slightly this is the original UI was like this, although it's slightly different colour. But they've had this little top bar here, which is throwing me off a little bit because a couple of things have changed. He's trying to build an RPG. Oh, I've no idea because I've never built an RPG, so I'd have no tips to help you out on that because I haven't done any of that. So right, so this is the this is how we used to make our characters in these days. Oh, I won't be too long, but literally it was a load of sliders, and they've kept the sliders. Okay, so they didn't want to change the base of the game, because it would have been easy to say let's give us different noses, so they still got the basic system of all these silly sliders. But the difference they have made is when you moved one of, say, the top bar, the other bars used to move. Now they're independent, so they're slightly different. You're able to release it on Steam when it's done. I might have a look at that one. So they're slightly different, so I won't bother with trying to get a fantastic character, tone. I mean, I won't go into that yet because that was insane when I saw the eyes. So basically, it's just convex, concave, round. You name it. So I'm not going to bother with all this, although I'm tempted to do a little bit. But I don't know. Can you? It's hard to know where the changes are actually taking place. To be honest. They've actually made it less pronounced, I've noticed, because I had to go on the one earlier, and when you make these changes, they are really big changes. They go really big and they go really thin, but they wound that down a little bit so it's not quite so extreme, because you could literally make the most ridiculous character you could think of. Right, so we're not really going to bother. We'll leave it like that. Any ideas on? Wow, and it's not getting to that one. Hang on a minute. So if I do that, yeah, this is unbelievable. I could not believe the ridiculous choice of eyes. You spent 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know where to put the text to see because it's getting right in the face there. But we could, we could, you can have like a red background on your eyes. So that, as you can see, the outside bit is the kind of, the white of the eyes. So there's lots of red here. There is kind of a straight colour like that. I've no idea, Neptune, if it's on mobile. I know it's on PC and VR, I think. Yeah, I know it's an important decision, but I just like the flexibility of doing a bit of each. That's all. So that's why I've done that. Breton, I don't even know what I used to do, to be honest. If you're wondering what my character was on Xbox, which was just a tutorial, I just called her Ela, I think it was Ela, and it was a wood elf, and basically we were trying to be a stealth archer with a dagger, with light armor. All right. But yeah, you can have all different shapes in your eyes now. So they've gone way over the top with eyes. Because you could do that. So this is the biggest change, is eyes. So you could do Sauron, you could do, the Eye of Sauron if you want. Oh, is it? Right, okay. So I think I'm going to do blue eyes, I think. I don't know, what is a Breton? Is it brown eyes? I've no idea really. It's also ported to Linux. Okay. All right. Thanks, Goose. Yeah, I don't know where to put the text because it does. It is getting all over the place. That's why I put it on the right hand side. So I can't see. If anybody could stop just chatting just for a minute, so I could just look at the eyes, because I'm having a job to pick eye colours at the minute. Let's do like that. Okay, so that's that. So lots of stuff to do here. I'm not going to alter it too much, because you can get wacky with this stuff. You really can. It looks acceptable to me. I'll change the hair though. All right, so, but yeah, you can literally, freckles. I mean, there's still a couple of freckles, aren't we? So although the eyesight is a bit better, it's still not good. Lipstick, I mean, I'm not going to bother with lipstick. Your birthday's the 24th. Well, happy birthday, Neptune. Right, so I don't want to take too long, because I know I just can't wait to get in and get going. So I'm not going to bother with all this, to be honest. I'm just going to do hair. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to you. Right, okay, so we get some nice hairstyles. Sorry, there's a beard there. Hang on. Let's do that one. We got some nice hairstyles now. Not the stuff that we had the first time. Oh, that looks swished, doesn't it? Oh, that looks even swisher. What a nice bunchy hair. And you got little tassels here. These tassels will jiggle about as well. We've got a bit of physics. Nice looking hair now, not the wash that we had before, which was, I don't know, I think somebody stenciled it in. So yeah, that's the Ray touch. I don't know, I haven't really got to that yet. I haven't even fiddled with that. So I did a female stealth archer, although we did try a few different options. So I don't know, what one should we do? We even got a headband. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, let's have a little bit of me in there. Not that. I'm not that bad. But we got some nice hairstyles here. Happy birthday, yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. If I've missed anybody, I apologise, I really do. I'm trying to catch everybody, but it's so exciting. I'll try and do this as quick as I can, okay? I want a good head of hair, obviously, because I used to have a good head of hair. I can't remember, I've got a feeling some races have different choices of hair. Really tempted to do that. If I was doing it in that orc, I would do it in that one. So I'm going to pick probably something like that, What a handsome chap he is. Although maybe that, I'll tell you what, we'll have that one. Facial hair, definitely. Root colour. Right, okay, yeah, I'm going to keep that. That looks nice. No, I won't. I changed my mind. I might do it, I mean, I kind of have like, I don't know, gingery, I don't know, fair gingery hair. I don't know, what's fair gingery hair? I mean, I don't think it was that much. I've no idea. I can't remember, so long ago. I'd like to put a bit of salt and pepper on it, obviously. Yeah, what would salt and pepper do? I'm not really sure. I won't bother with hair tips. Blue, I do. You can do blue. You want me to do blue, do you? Right, remember that spot. Look at that. I don't want to do blue. I'm trying, I mean, I usually have a pattern in the middle. Why, I don't know, but apparently I like that. And you, oh, we've got to get out of it, that's it. Right, facial hair, let's have some facial hair, definitely. Right, what have we got? Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what, make it green and put salt and pepper on. What a brilliant idea that is. So, what should we have? Like oh, look at that. It can't even, can't we do a Gandalf? Because man, well, I would like to do a Gandalf at some point. No, you don't get slotted for beards because I mean they just really when they first did it, it was basically a bit of smudge. It was like somebody just got a little bit of an ink marker and went like that. So it's a lot better now. So I'm going to go with that. What a nice chin that is. Yeah, I quite like that. Nice bit of chin there. Right, let's have a moustache. Yeah, let's do a little bit of Ray Ray. Although, let's do Ray Ray as he really is now. Yeah, because, yeah, I've got a little bit of a moustache now. Oh, I say, let's have an elegant one, shall we? There's not many choices. Early stage in Gandalf's life, yeah. I don't know, I wish I had one like that. I don't know, I can't seem to get mine right at the minute. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, that's how I was. I'll tell you what. Let's do me because we're clean shaven now. We're clean shaven now. Hopefully, I'll get a decent camera, some proper lighting someday. Alexa, room light 50%. Alexa, room light 50%.
Okay.
No, all right. Okay, that'll do. Colour is fine as it is. Let's have clean cut Ray. Okay, right, let's have a look at our overview. So, right, what should we have? What should we have? Ray? I'm very tempted to do Ray the Slayer, because that was my first Oblivion character, which is still playing today. It's about level 35, 34. So I still haven't finished. I haven't done the Shivering Isles. I'm going to be doing the Shivering Isles. So, I don't know, what do you say? Should we do Ray, or should we do Ray, or should we do something like completely different? I'll tell you what, let's do Ray. Ray. Sorry, it's just going to be my voice from now on. No silly voices. Ray. Ray, no, I won't do the awesome. Just do Ray. Okay? If you're wondering where a Ray came from, a young, when I was like, I don't know, 61 or something, 62, a youngster called me Ray. He always called me Ray, and it kind of stuck from that. That's where it came from. Also, my head of that Emperor, a bit of relief. So we're from Sistries, we're a Breton, again. I will do another character, don't worry. So we have a fine grasp of spellcraft. So we're skilled at summoning and healing magic. Don't worry, we got classes to go yet. I'm a Birthsign. Resistances to magical energies and higher strength. Alright, so we're quite happy with that. Now if I click on here, we get stats, because that was locked away in the UI before. Now it comes up as a separate thing that you can put up. So these are our stats. Strength, so willpower and intelligence is high. Our agility isn't great, but don't worry, we'll be jumping everywhere we go. Our speed is not great. Our endurance is not great. Our personality and luck is pretty good, so that's nice. We have a magica bonus. These are our main kind of skills. Okay, so because of what I've picked, the racial stuff, this is what we have. +5 armory, athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand to hand, heavy armor. I won't be doing heavy armor. Alchemy, alteration. So these are all my stats for all my things. Okay, so we're only +5 on light armor, and then we're going to press the start button. Ready? Please tell me if the game's too loud or not loud enough. You know, I'm too loud. Please let me know. Okay. Well, looky up there. That's where we came in. That's the window. So I think I know the buttons, but there's one button I don't know. So if you wonder what those symbols are at the bottom, that is I have a healing spell and I'm unarmed. So I just got a hand there. So if I've missed anybody, please shout out. Alright, we have all the stuff that's in the original game. The code hasn't been changed, so now we've got a nice highlight function. So now if I press and hold, we can pick everything up So it's got the original code in the game, so everything's the same. It's just that we can grab hold of that and we can move it, and the physics are even better than they were in the original game. But they had all this in the original game, so they had great physics. If you fire a bow into a stone, it will bounce off, but you can pick it up. It may even break. If it's wood, it'll stick in, so it has all those things, and it will stay there until you pull it out. Alright, it might eventually get removed. So if you're wondering, also they've changed the third person view, because if I press third person, it's not adjustable anymore. Okay, so if you press this, you have three different options. You have first person, you have a close third person, or a far first person. So you don't have the adjustability, but it's a nice mix. So you can choose which type you want. So it saves all that messing around, because it was an awkward button to press. But we'll be doing it in first person.
Pale skin, snotty expression. You're a Breton, the masters of Magica, right? Nothing but a bunch of stuck-up snobs with cheap parlor tricks.
Watch it.
Go ahead, try your Magica in here. Let's see you make those bars disappear.
I will.
No? What's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton? You're not
I'll
leaving
get you.
this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right. You're
So you
going
still
to
got the
die
jank.
in here, Breton. You're going
Yeah,
to
we're all
die.
going to die as well then.
Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
I'll put my hands away. But basically,
Lock that door behind us.
and I won't tell you, but you could meet this guy again.
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they
Excuse
were
me, but it's a mistake.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this
What,
prisoner
your
doing
sons
here?
are dead?
This cell is supposed to be off limits.
So this is the blade.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind.
Typical
Get
blades.
that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You.
What have
prisoner,
I ever
stand
done for you?
aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt.
What, that one?
Prisoner,
Alright then,
stand
I'll...
away from the door.
This is
Over
the
by
Emperor.
the window now.
Damn
No sign
pushy
of the
blades.
seizure. Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're
Please
not
tell me
out
if
of
this
this
game's
yet.
not loud enough.
You.
Hello?
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
Hail and well met. What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Oh, lucky. I'm lucky to escape that. It's the first time the blades have done anything decent. Why am I in jail, Emperor?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter.
Oh, thank
That
you, sir.
is not what you will be remembered for.
Okay. So, who are you then?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Alright. Okay. I'll tell you what I have noticed, if you don't mind me, but although let's finish this first. Well, what should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
We're having a conversation. We're having a conversation. It's
Better not
Delphine,
close this
is
one.
it?
There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything.
But yeah,
I'm watching.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
there's no need to get like that. Yeah, you. Yeah. I'm escaping, mate. You're still stuck in here. I think the last laugh's on you. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee. Right, okay then. So I'll show a little bit of third person now and again, but it'll be mostly first person. Just mistaken identity, possibly. I mean, I couldn't have possibly have nicked anything. But as you can see, there's a huge. If you see my, if you go to my part 1 of my Oblivion play, which I'm up to part 7, all right, which which isn't my first play, because my Raid of Slayer was the first one. You can see this entire beginning again, but in very very different resolution, of course, and not in Unreal Engine 5. And you'll see the massive difference. Because this is way more than I thought. Belated happy birthday, MJ. Uh-oh.
Protect
The
yourself.
captain's down.
Let me get my hands on him.
You don't want to do that again.
Oh, sorry, did I hit you?
We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
Oh, no.
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go.
So the Mythic Dawn. When I first played this, I picked up everything in the world. In fact, my house was absolutely full of weapons lying about everywhere. Weapons, armor, everything I found, I transported back out bit by bit. Left it in a box outside, went in, bring it all back, and kept. And I had a terrific amount in the house. I've cleared the floor now and sold some of it off. But I'm not going to make that mistake today. We're going to have the katana.
Don't worry, sire. We will get.
Now, I was hoping for a change
They won't be
in
the first to underestimate
the amount we could
blades.
carry.
I'll take point. Let's move.
So,
You stay here.
first of all, if you start your character, I wrote down the original starting stats for each character to see if there's been any change, because they were supposedly going to do something about the fact that we can't carry much stuff. Okay, so I'm going to compare it now. I've still, it's still not perfectly sharp for me, so it's still a bit of a struggle. But that looks like 150. Wow, is that all the health I got? Christ. So I've written down what it is for all the races. Okay, and a Breton was 60 health. Okay, we are 66, so if we get a little bit more, it was 150 magicka. Okay, and that is 160, so that is gone up a little bit. And for fatigue or stamina, it was 150, and it's 173, so they give us a little bit more. Okay, all right. And we can flick through here, and these are all our stats again. These are our minor skills. Sorry, these are our major skills. These are the ones that determine how well how we go up. These are the minor ones. I mean, I should have done my own class, to be honest. So I may change this. And we're Breton. We have no Birthsign or class, and we're level 1. All right. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to just change something, because I'm going to have this on big. Okay, because I want it a little bit bigger.
Don't try to
than
follow
that.
us.
Alright, so we oh yeah, and that's the first big change, is the B button is now a sneak button. So I've had a job to actually, remember that. I keep getting it wrong. Alright, so now it's this button. So let's see what we have. So we got that. Do I have a sword? I do. Now, we had a shortcut thing, which was the D-pad. Okay, so it was up, down, left, right, and in between it. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons. Okay, but they've changed it slightly now, because instead of D-pad now, the D-pad now does something else. And we have this instead. We have a hotkey. It's what I want in. This is what I would like in Elden Ring. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in. Well, I won't put in that one. I'm going to put this in, say, there. In fact, I'm going to put it there. All right, and then we're going to go to a torch. I'm probably going to put that there. No, actually, I'm going to put that there. Alright, sword. We're going to use this one. So we're going to put it there. Alright. What else? Is that all I got? Haven't I got any potions for health? We're going to take these off. We're going to take those off. My God, don't we look nice? And by the way, this is what I loved about Oblivion, is you could look at your own character. You could, you know, do this. You could do that. You could, you know, this is what I like. And you can click on this, and you know, each thing, and you you know, you get a little picture. This is new. Okay. All right. So all we got to do now is press this and select this. Okay. And then with the other hand, I can do this. Okay, if I put away my weapon, it will come up. Okay, but what I can do is I can go like this. All right, but if I put away my weapon, hang on, let me just do that again. Hang on, I can't work this out now. It's a bit difficult to work out. If I do that, right, and then I get my weapon out. Anyway, I will leave it off then. Right, have I got anything else? Have I got any, you know, special skills? Right, okay, right. Oh yeah, here's our character. So if we go along here, that's all our details. Okay, if we go to here, do the enemies still come after you when using the wheel? No, it pauses the game. And you know, like Skyrim, it will pause the game. Okay, so that's one of the things that, you know, Skyrim does, is it pauses the game. So don't worry about anything hitting you. You can take something by pausing the menu. All right. So we'll go to inventory. Right, then we go to magic. We have these now. Clairvoyance is something we didn't have in the first game. It might have if you picked a certain character, but you didn't have this at the beginning of the game. Okay. Alright, so what I can do is show the shortcut and put it in there. So that one in there. Alright, heal minor wounds. I'm going to put down there. Okay, that's all you have to do. You cast a spell while holding a weapon. Yes, if you're holding something in your left hand, the spell will come out of your right hand, even if you have a weapon in it. If you have nothing in your left hand, then it comes out of the magic comes out of your left hand. It's a bit of an odd way of doing it, but you know, it's a good way of, you know, you could do the sword and shield, but you could still throw magic, so it had the flexibility. What is dragon skin, by the way? I should have looked that up, shouldn't I? Flare. I'll probably do flare. Oh, I'll put that in there, did I? Yeah, I'm new to this stuff. Oh, hang on. Yeah, trouble is the text is getting in my way slightly. So the text is slightly getting in my way. But I'll keep it coming. Right, hang on. Yeah, it's kind of two buttons now. It's kind of it's a little bit more fiddly than the first time. I'll probably do that. I'm not really sure what it is. I've forgotten. Right, map. Right, now I did do the tutorial, you know, the tutorial, but I didn't go all the way out. Okay. In fact, I stopped the moment I did my character. I stopped, and I didn't want to do any more, but I couldn't resist before going to bed. Just doing a bit of the tutorial, and then I got to near the end of the tutorial. So then I thought, well, I might as well watch people do the tutorial. And not one of them, they showed the map of the inside of where you are. And I thought, oh dear, they got rid of interior maps. Because the one thing this game does, which the first one didn't, is when you started the game, it was this close. So therefore you had to do this and wander all the way around the screen to get to the other side. So now we've got a, you know, we have this, so we can zoom out. So that's a lovely quality of life change. Alright. Okay, before we used to be able to pan it around or use the arrow to move around. But now it's a zoom in and zoom out, which is really nice touch. Okay. Alright, then we've got our quests, and we have the completed quests. Then we have help, so we've now got our help thing with videos. Alright, and if you press show more, it gives you more details. So that's a nice added thing as well. It could have had it in the original game, I can't remember, but it definitely didn't have animations like that. As you can see, it's far better now. So anything you want to know about this, I know Oblivion, so I should know all this stuff. Right, well, yeah. Apply the changes, okay? So what I'll tell you is, there is a, because if I go into this lot, the D-pad now, which was shortcuts, they are now different. If you push up, it's your inventory, it's your character, okay? If you push to the right on the D-pad, it's your inventory. Okay, so you can flick through here and then go down here. Alright, you also can still show the shortcuts. Alright, and you can show the details. Alright, okay, but if you go to the map, okay, you can zoom in and zoom out. But I never saw anybody show the interior. But if you click it once more, you do get an interior. So I played the entire, the whole intro sequence, and I didn't see a single interior map. And the couple of people that I watched, they didn't show the interior map, so I thought it had gone. And I prefer this map because it's far more detailed. There's no clutter in the way. It shows up stuff that you need to show up. Anyway, I won't hold you up any longer because I've gone on far too long. Now, if I press the this one and do that, okay, and do my, all right, it tells you where to go because we can't go through here. We got clairvoyance in it, but it's a nice subtle one. Alright, but what we're going to do is we're going to change and do, oh, where's the fire one? There's no fire one. Right, hang on. Let's do that one again. Right, I'll try and remember all the buttons because it's slightly different now. So I want, oh, I haven't, oh, I've got a shield. Oh, I haven't got a, have I got a fire one? Ah, yeah, let's do the fire one. So let's put that as, say, I'll probably do that. Alright, so let's have that in our left hand. Okay, so if you've got a torch, then it will come out of your right hand. So if I'm going to put a torch on because I won't be able to see. I'm not going to pick up that. Alright, so just check around. Oh, don't forget to pick up the rat meat because that's damage health. One of the few that I remember. Make sure we haven't missed anything here. Right, okay. Alright. So we've got to go through here where the rats came because that's shut. Yeah, torch is fantastic. So we've done that one. I did about 2 hours in this, just doing this thing because I was looking in all the corners and basically I was trying to prolong it as long as possible because I didn't really want to, you know, go into the outside really. But it's really, look at the difference. If you saw my first video, you probably didn't, but if you did, it's a huge change from the original. So here is a now they drop weapons. Weapons will drop. Okay, they don't stay attached to the character, so therefore you can move the character. I'm not going to take the. I am going to take those two, and we're going to wear it. Well, the time I've seen the tutorial is roughly, yeah, it's about, I don't know, 2 hours. If you don't hang around, You know, if you include, I mean, if you include the character creation, it's probably it could you know, take a while if you're doing a lot of time on character creation. It could take a while, but as you can see, it drops separately. So there's a bow, there's a shield. You know, it drops separate of the body, so you can move the bodies without having to take the weapons off. All right. So this is our first test. I was hopeless at doing locks. You have to move the tumblers when they move up slowly. So it go like quick, 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 and then it do a slow one. When the slow one hits the top, you have to time that exactly as you hit the top. If you miss that, it breaks. And I was hopeless at it, except for the easy ones. Was the only ones I could do. When it came to the second one, you know, two of them, then I struggled. Although I did get the occasional one, but anything that went into 3, and I didn't have a clue, basically. Oh, I accidentally did that one. So apparently we've got to go that way. Yeah. So let's see, let's pick up what we can. I won't pick up the club. Now, arrows have weight. I was hoping they would, you know, not have weight, but they still kept that because the base code is unchanged. But look at the quality of this. If Skyrim looked like this, I'd be a happy man. If they put Skyrim into this, my God, I would be so happy. But they probably won't, because we probably rather have, you know, Elder Scrolls 6. Chameleon. So that makes you 25% less visible. So that's quite a good one, that one. We need a key, that, and we've got a sorcery. Don't seem to have anything to do with health yet. Oblivion does have mods when you're ready. When you are ready. I think on PC it probably have mods, because doesn't Unreal Engine 5 allow mods? I don't really know. But on the original one, then you can have as many, you know, loads of mods, and make Oblivion look really good. So let's do that. So I want to, you know, be a bit of magic, but maybe a bit on the weapon. I'm not really sure yet. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing full mage, to be honest. It's tempting. So I'm going to keep a torch on so you can see. What's that there? A rusty bow. Yeah, it's, although these glasses are better, I still can't see great. I'm not going to do the iron stuff. Yeah, probably a spell sword, but to be honest, I wanted to do a stealth archer. Because something I always wanted to do in Oblivion was a stealth archer, but I know I do like the magic. I really do. I do love the magic side of it, especially with what I did Friend of. Hello, Samuel. Let me sorry if I'm taking a bit long. I was gonna rush through this, but so hello, Samuel. Samuel, what was it? Is it Wayner or Warner? Samuel Wayner. I'll say Wayner. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I hope it's not too dull so far. I'll tell you what, we'll put the torch away now. Yeah, it was never a great shot actually. As you can see. That's why PC is better. I think that did it. Are we still alive, are you? Oh, someone's nibbling at me. Ah! Oh God! I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, zombies were really tough. I saw somebody, a young girl was playing this, and she really loves the Elder Scrolls, And she put the level up at the beginning. You should never, if you play the original, put the level up slightly, because it's already difficult, and a zombie will take big chunks out of you, and it will take very many hits to kill it. But so it's slightly easier now. We're gonna have the mort flesh. Did I just open the door there? Sorry. Easy's done, isn't it? Sorry, I was hoping this was going to be a decent stream, but it's like now. Don't forget to look around. In every little corner, there could be something hiding, because you know what Bethesda are like. They hide it in every teeny little area. So don't forget to keep doing it. Alright. See, I may have missed that. No, I didn't. Alright, but I do like this clairvoyance thing. Whether it'll work as well as, you know, Skyrim, we'll see. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, this is really just giving you lots of options, lots of different weapons. Basically, you just trying out a few things, and then by the time you come out, you can decide. So now we go into sneak mode, and you notice the eye now is a slit, which opens just like Skyrim. So they've changed the slit. Before it was an eye that stayed open the whole time, but it was dark if people weren't aware of you. It stayed dark. But it brightened up if they did. But now they've got a nice sensible one, which is far better. Okay, and it's not too intrusive either. So again, let's do this. You can't. I don't think you can dual wield spells in this. So, have we not picked up a health potion yet? So yeah, inventory. We can go straight there. Oh, finally. Right, okay, so now we can... Oh. Yeah, I can get used to this UI, basically. So I'm going to put... I'm not going to do a shield. So I'll probably do that there. Potion of healing. And probably we'll do a sorcery one there. So that works. Maybe I'll do the shield one. Let's see how good the shield is. I don't think it's very much. Get off, you horrible rat! Yeah, I'm still struggling with the UI a little bit, to be honest. Right, because it has changed. I knew the other one off by heart, and it's so slightly different now. So it's kind of throwing me a little bit. Because yeah, there's all little things in the corners and stuff. Ow! Get off! Oh, press the wrong button there. Because we haven't got light and heavy now. That is a quick one, and that is a a heavy one. So you press and hold if you want to do a heavy one. So it's kind of like Skyrim. Right, and then we'll crouch again. Although I think he already found me since I got torch out. Probably a bad idea to have a torch out. Oh, hang on. Oh, no matter. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it is confusing to have it in one hand or the other. It is rather confusing. Yeah, let me take that off. Because I would like it in my left hand. So yeah, it's kind of an old system. Oh, you saw me, did you? Oh, I might miss there. I might miss there as well. Not doing very well, am I? Hello, Rod Risen. Hello, how are you? I'll pause the game because I don't want it to be dark by the time I get out. Rod Risen. Hello, Rod Risen. I hope it's good enough to watch. So yeah, I don't seem to have much in the way of health, do I? Looks a little bit sad, doesn't it? So it's like torch on, torch off. There was a way of having a torch on. So if I unequip and put a torch on, and then I equip, it's supposed to go away. So I'm not quite sure why that isn't. Because it would in the original. So I'm a little bit confused by that. Anyway. But yes, it's going to be a lot of this pressing this button and, you know. So it's a little bit confusing. It's not as flexible as Skyrim where you had both hands. So it's a little bit easier. But even Skyrim is not perfect. Right, I'll try and get through a little bit quicker. Shield, I'm not going to use the shield. Cheese wedge. It's a good idea to pick up the food because they are ingredients and it probably, you know, do health or stamina. But yeah, I do like the flame effects and all the effects are fantastic. And there you are. Right, yeah, I won't be picking. I'd love to pick that up. I'll pick it up because it is worth a little bit of money. Apparently, I couldn't read when I first played this as well because I thought the health was the price. Sewer cheese right next to skeletons and rats. Yeah, yeah, they do like their cheese, just a bit like I do. Sat there. Skulls, I don't think the skulls have any use. I've never found any use for it. Starting Fireball seems to be a bit... Yeah, I think it was good. It was good in the first one there. Let me just put down Kyle. Is it Kyle the wrestling guy? Kyle the wrestling fan. Kyle the wrestling fan. Wrestling fan. If you're wondering what I've been doing Lego. I've been watching videos on the Elder Scrolls Remastered, you know. Well, I've been watching the info about it, which, you know, in the end I just took with a pinch of salt. So, welcome, Kyle. But yeah, I do like the Clairvoyance. That's been added. But literally there are secrets everywhere. It's why, you know. But yeah, I was able to, you know, if I put away my weapon, the torch used to come out. But it doesn't seem to be doing it now. Oh, I know how you do it. Right, hang on. Right, this is how you're supposed to do it. If you go to, at least I think this is how you do it. If you go to the torch and activate it, right, like that. Okay, and then you get your weapon out. Oh, it's not working. But it was working on Xbox. So I'm not quite sure why that's not working now. Very strange. I don't know where I'm going now. I've got to go up, haven't I? Have I got to go up? Right, let's have a look at the map. The map is down. And then you zoom in and then you press one more time. Alright? So if you left click, so if I move over here, say, if I left click, it'll click on the character, which I think is what's been added. Alright, you can also do a marker, but you can only do one marker. Alright, and or you can wait, alright. But yeah, I haven't finished playing the first one, but this is identical to the first one, but just, you know, much better textures, much better, you know, ground sway and all that kind of stuff. You know, it just looks like a modern game, doesn't it? You know, it probably have stutters, I imagine, on Unreal Engine 5. It has a stutter problem, which apparently they're trying to work out now. They should have done that a little while ago, because open world games are not going to be, you know, going to be a little bit of a problem in Unreal Engine 5. So we might get some stutter. As a wonder of wonders, a new ES Elder Scrolls game comes out, or at least a remastered. What's that? What was that, Goes? Yeah, but we all wanted this, Goes. I would like a remastered Skyrim as well, in Unreal Engine 5 or Creation Engine 2. Well, one thing I will say, if you don't mind me saying, I want to thank Bethesda Game Studios and Virtuos, right? Because I thought this game was going to come out at £69 or $70 or whatever, because it contains all the DLC, all right? And I think the extra stuff like the spell tones and the horse armor and all that lot, okay? But they kept a reasonable price for £49, which which is on there. I don't know what it is in dollars, but £49. I expected them to charge a lot of money for it, and that's a reasonable price because you get the entire game and all the add-ons, including the horse armor and all the rest of it. So that's a reasonable price, and unlike Nintendo, who are putting prices up, I think that's a welcome move that everybody has. I think is going to be pleased about, is they're not asking a ridiculous amount. So I think that's a good thing that they didn't get really greedy. They're still selling horse armor again though. I bought the horse armor, but only when it was like a little bit cheaper, like half the price. When I did my little wood elf one, I had one of them. I could command animals, so I just made one of the rats follow me. Now, the next change you'll notice, apart from the all the wonderful fire effects, the feedback, everything. All right, I'll show you the other things. They're giving us more lockpicks. Please don't forget to support the channel with a like, good people. Yeah, but why not hit that like button, everybody? I seem to have got a lot more subscribers since we put up that I was doing this. So thank you all for the subscribes and the likes and the comments that you made, because I made sure I replied to every single one. So I have replied to every single one. So thank you all for your comments. 65, yeah, but it's a reasonable price. You know, in a day when everybody's getting greedy, that's not a bad price at all. Alright, they added £10 for the soundtrack and the art stuff and some additional armor and weapons, but the music is fantastic. And and the other stuff, it's not £10, it's not excessive. They could have asked a lot more. But look, this is the next change. When we pick the stuff, it disappears. You don't always get it because it will say, if it doesn't say come up that you successfully harvested it. See, I didn't harvest that one. The last time I sent you the message, you had 600. Yeah, that's right. I had 600 and now 618. Yeah. So thank you all for everybody that hung out. I was expected to lose subscribers, to be honest. I didn't think anybody would stay with me too long if I didn't do some stuff. So I expected to lose them. So thank you for I think I only lost one. Don't tell me who it is. Because it doesn't matter, because it's up to you. But it does stay for a little while too, the Clairvoyance. So thank you all for being just wonderful people, really. Okay, I'm trying to get outside. No idea what the time is. I haven't even eaten anything. But yeah, wisp stalks. I don't know what all the ingredients are for everything. I haven't got a photographic memory, so I can't remember everything. But pick all this stuff. It's very important. Yeah, stinkhorns. I know the name of these. I know what some of them are. Carambolate. But what's it? Bolate. But yeah, great physics now as well. The physics was good on the original, but this is even better. Hey, if someone cannot stick with you while you need your glasses, you're better off without them. Yeah, that's well said, Ghost. I think if you go over that, it will burn you. See, it is. So watch out for that as well. That wasn't in the first one. Although I think it was in the first one. Don't tell lies, Ray. Yeah, I haven't even been eating. That's how excited I am. But I mean, look at the graphics, everyone. What do you think of it? This is a modern game now, but with all the jank of the original, which is exactly what we wanted. I will be looking in all the crates because you will find repair hammers Visually stunning, yeah, it is visually stunning. They knew they had to do something good because Skyblivion looks amazing, so they had to do this because it would have been far inferior to Skyblivion. So they had to do this. I will be getting Skyblivion when I get my new computer, which my friend is working on. It's a really pretty up-to-date computer, don't worry. So it can handle Skyblivion, and I might even be able to do Skyrim VR with mods, and maybe a couple of thousand mods on it. Ghost says, visually stunning, yeah, Reg. I would be interested with the new version just due to the character's new looks. Yeah, the looks and the class system and all that lot, Ghost. This is a more hardcore Elder Scrolls experience. This is a better experience than Skyrim, class-wise and whatever. You can create your own custom class. Okay, you can, instead of picking a class, at some point we'll pick a class. You can create your own custom one and make it exactly how you want. So you could also do that. You always like the sewer level of the beginning of the game, but didn't realise you can actually use a mortar and pestle to start with. Yes, and Jess came up with a great... See, I had to put up with Jess. She actually played Skyrim. Okay? Sorry, we played Oblivion Remastered. I didn't expect her to play that because she's not a great fan of Skyrim. Shocking, I know. But she did actually play that the whole time. I was a little surprised. But mortar and pestle. A very important part of this game. Alright, we go to... hang on. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this UI. So if you go here, you know, you click on that, you can make potions, okay? But they've changed a little bit how it functions. I know exactly how to use the old one, okay? Although I'm a little bit fuzzy on it. You don't have to eat the ingredients to unlock the first one. It does it automatically when you pick it. As long as you pick something and it registers that you picked it up, then it automatically unlocks it. In Skyrim, you could eat it to do it, which I didn't know when I first played. Alright, so if you look at that, it's got restore health. So most of these foods will be restore health or stamina or something like that, okay? But when you come to the more poisonous stuff like that, you know, that's going to do damage. So I know that rat meat is damage fatigue. Okay, oh, it's damage fatigue. I thought it was damage health. So if you get two the same, so if you did that one and say that one, okay, that'll make a potion. But you can continue adding as long as they are similar things. Forgot what it was now. So those are the two that's added. So slightly different how they've done it. So it's damage fatigue. So really you could do with more damage fatigue. You can mix it, but it's better to keep things the same. So I'm going to create that potion. Now there's a little flash and a nice little UI to go with it. It don't normally do that. It has a little picture come up, but this one's a bit more elaborate. There's also this one which tells you how to use it. Okay, so don't forget to press the R3 button, or you know, the equivalent on PC or whatever. Okay, the mortar and pestle is to combine 2 or more ingredients to create a potion. You got to do 2 minimum. Okay. A retort, it increases the magnitude and duration only of the positive effects of a potion. Okay, so if you got the 4 things and you want the positive side, you can do that. Making potions or poison to damage yourself is kind of counterproductive. Yes, but what they do go sometimes is they damage you by 1 point only. So it doesn't actually damage you that much. I don't know why they actually included that. It does seem a bit silly. Now the alembic does the opposite. Decreases the magnitude and duration of negative side effects. Okay, so those all these 4 things do different things. Hang on, let me have a drink. So as you can gather, I played the original, so it's not blind, but man, it's great. So yeah, I couldn't remember which one did what, but a calculator, what that does, it increases the magnitude of both positive and negative. So you can combine them, and it increases the magnitude and duration. So the calculator is even better again. Alright? So we've got a bit more to think about than just go on a table and just pick an ingredient. We've got to think of which types we want. You can go into, where is it? There is a filter one somewhere. I'm trying to think how you do it now. Ah, yeah. Well, let me just check what the people are saying in a minute. I kind of wonder how cooking operates on here. There is no cooking in Oblivion. Yes, I guess you're right, Rod. Wouldn't be so bad if they used it in other people's pockets to poison them. Yeah, I'm not. I think you can do that. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it is a bit counterproductive though, Ghost. Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's cooking in this. That's something they added. But you can choose a negative effect or positive. This is new. Before you only could do it with the Olympic or the Calculator, no, not the Calculator, or the other one. I can't remember all the names, but now you can actually can choose it like that. So if you click on say damage health, it will only show the damage health ones. If you do the the other one, it will show those. So you can use this little filter as well, and you can clear that filter. So this is quite useful because you can do those and then create a potion. And they're all going to be of a similar kind of thing. Okay, they're going to be, but you can mix them. You can have more than one thing. So you can have so I'm going to damage myself, but only by 2 points. But you might have something where you can damage yourself for like 1 or 2 points, but it does a lot of damage to them. So therefore, in a way, it still works. Does bits. But if you just want positive effect, just use the calculator. But of course, we've got to find it. So I wish I had some restore health ones. So let's get rid of those and see if there's any restore health ones. But yeah, it's kind of odd, this system, must admit. It kind of odd. I can't even tell which one I've picked, to be honest. So that's positive, isn't it? Yeah, so these are positive ones. If I do that, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. I want... Is there any for health? I want health. No, there isn't. Well, health and fatigue. I mean, that'll do. Damage fatigue. Restore fatigue. So really there aren't many there, really, are there? So I'll tell you what, we'll clear all the filters. You'll be back in a minute. Okay. Alright then. Thanks for everybody for watching. Hope I'm not taking too long on this. I am really taking too long. Alright. Okay, let's carry on then. Right, okay, ready? Don't forget you'll get more damage. Ready? Oh. That was kind of stupid, wasn't it? Yeah, I kind of messed that up really, but yeah, if sneak attack will do 2 times, I think it is. But you can't cook, unfortunately. But look at that, it even does a little twiddle, so you can get a little bit of an animation there. Don't worry, they haven't gone crazy on animations in this. Would it be cool? I don't know how much more of a buff that's. So we got him. Don't forget, he might drop a weapon, so don't forget to check around. Yeah, the easy ones are the only ones that are easy. I'll pick all those up. But let's put the torch on. But he may drop a weapon and it'll be separate from the body, so make sure you look out for that. Because, I can drag this body around. It still depends on weight, of course. In fact, it doesn't look as though you can do it quite as much as you could in the first gun. Well, I think it depends on which part of the body, really. Right, okay, let's, so yeah, there's a lot of swapping around of things here. I did that one, didn't I? Yeah. So I'm trying to do it as quick as I can. I want to go outside, to be honest. Waited a long time for this. Yeah, probably leaving the torch out was a bad idea. Oh, it doesn't pulse it. Hang on, it doesn't pulse it. I beg your pardon. So if I go into here and I equip it like that, okay, it doesn't pause the game. So that's something I've just learned. Hello, Acho. Hello, sorry, Achu. Oh, I got to turn the page, Achu. Bless you, by the way. Achu. Bless you, Achu. So yeah, if you go into the menu, it pulls it. If you use the wheel, you don't pulse it then. So that's news to me. I didn't realise that. Again, so there's a lot of switches. Yeah, I don't know why it won't do the. Because normally I'll put away the weapon, the torch comes out, and then when I do that, the torch goes away, but it doesn't seem to be working. You get overwhelmed, you start eating a stack of soup and run off while stamina slowly increases. I think I understood that. Sorry, I still got a damaged brain. Don't worry. I hope I'm not missing anything, because everything's hiding in. What I am liking is because of the lighting in the game now. Things reflect, so it's a little bit easier to see in the dungeons now because the lighting is bounces off the walls and things. So you get all this around here. It's more natural. Look, see how it kind of falls off. So it's much better. By the way, he came through that trap there, and I nearly got bottled up. God, look at it! But this is identical to the original. This is absolutely identical. There's no added stuff, apart from lots of stones and all that lot, and maybe the odd occasional torch. It is identical to the original game. So if you're not really sure, just look at my normal play of Oblivion, the old version, and you will see it's exactly the same. I don't think they're going to add much in the way of extra stuff. Usually, like the first go there, that always works. Right, there's a Septim. I may have missed Septim the first time I did it. Yeah, the poor Ray. Yeah, well, he's still waiting. Yeah. Apparently, he can foresee his own end. Right, I'm going to put the torch away now. So I feel like that might give the game away slightly. So yeah, there's lots of stuff lying around. It's easy to miss. So there's something down there, apparently, and my sneak's gone up because of that. Somebody there. Almost caught me there. But if you go up to this, as long as you do it before he's aware of you, it will kill him. But obviously, if he's aware of you, he'll come around and he'll miss that. So you can activate traps, and don't worry, there'll be a load of traps in this game. There are traps all over the place. Some really fiendish ones, I'll tell you, fiendish traps. More traps probably than there is in Skyrim, and some real nasty ones too. I got caught in a death loop once in my original play, where I went into the room, all the doors shut, and it filled with gas, and I'd saved just as I came through that door, so I went into an endless cycle, and I had to go back a save, which was about over half an hour earlier. Well, to be honest, he's given him more time to live. Ray is more pious, right? Okay. Goes Emperor waiting to die. Yeah. I'll try if I'm taking too long. But I just can't believe how great this game is. I mean, it even tells you where it's empty or not. I mean, it's obvious. But yeah, there's a little bit of added UI, little quality of life features as well. Right, okay. I haven't been eating. I'm so engrossed. Right, what we got? Tell you what, try the bow out. But too soon. I wasn't stressed out at all by that. See, I would just look at the health and I used to go, oh, it's worth 100. So I did that all the time when I first played it. But it's only 20. But I do like the fact, you know, it's got this kind of black and white UI, because that's my favourite UI is black and white, because it's complete opposites. Although I like the map, you know, with this nice subtle brown and all this kind of stuff, it's a little bit harder to see when there's text on it. Alright. Alright, but you can see where we're in, you can kind of fog of war, that's where we gotta go. Alright. But they were a lot darker on the original. Right, let's see if we can get this guy. He's dead. Right, there's somebody else. Right, I went into the light there. Always look around these caves. There's something hidden in every little corner. What is aware of me? There's something aware of me somewhere. Oh, is it down there? One thing I haven't worked out is this auto, well, this kind of assist thing. It doesn't seem to be assisting, does it? Well, actually, let's turn it on then. Let me go to system. Let's see if this auto assist, because I haven't seen any sign of auto assist. Probably because I haven't got it on. Where is it? Some kind of auto assist somewhere. I want to put it on, see if it makes any difference, because I think I may have put it on the first time I did it. Yeah, you just got to confirm it. But I didn't notice any real difference. So I always used to pick up the rat meat because I was thinking it was damage health, but it's not. It's damage fatigue or something, which isn't quite as good as it. But sometimes things stick in my head, even if it's wrong, and I can't get it out of my head, so it stays there forever. I won't be doing the ale. But these are hidden all over the place, so don't forget. Now, repair hammers. You can't make weapons in this, but you can repair your armor and weapons with it. Alright. Hang on, got to get used to the UI again. So it's slightly different in this. They decided to bring crafting in. At least you can do enchantments, but I didn't know until right near the end of my play. So if you go to a repair hammer, if you go to our stuff, right, hang on. We go to our stuff, okay? If you look at it, it's got the health of it, alright? Remarkably, we haven't lost any health. Have I still got that on me? I'm going to drop that. And we're going to put that on. Oh no, we're not going to put that on. How much is that worth? We're going to drop that. Alright, so I'm thinking, so it'll take a while. Right, if we have a look at it, that's got 100 health. Okay, so that hasn't been damaged. That's because we haven't been wearing it. Alright, but you'll notice it starts to deteriorate. So, like, you know, Captain Renault's thing is 97. So you've got to repair your weapons and armor. So I'm going to repair it. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll tell you what, I'm struggling with the UI. I know how to do the UI, but it's because it's changed, I keep getting it wrong. And then what I do is select the things that need repairing. Yeah, thanks, Goose. So I press it, but you know, the chance of it breaking is high, so it won't do it, because I think it's because it's almost new, it won't do it. So it's got to be worn a little bit before you can start repairing it. Right, let's go back to that and go back to the fire one. I did that, didn't I? Yeah. What's that? What's that, Ghost? Thanks, Ghost. You're not laying off on me then. You're still having a go at me. Hello, Adoran fan. Hello, Adoran fan. I'll tell you what, I will be, when I play this, I will be getting the Adoran fan, don't you worry. I had that on there when I first played it, and I will be having it again. He did get on my nerves after a while, though, but I'm definitely going to have him. Yeah, I know, I think too much, that's the trouble. You're welcome, says Ghost, thank you. I know you like to keep me, keep me on, keep me, you don't want me to get too big-headed or anything, do you? So we're exactly the same in Skyrim. Sight, light, visibility, everything you'd expect in there. Which means the fish are still going to, see you from 10 yards away. If you're behind a hill or behind a rock, the fish is still going to see you apparently. I know. Does it auto assist? I haven't seen anything. Alright, but again, you see, so I'll pick up that, yeah, definitely have that. Okay, but again, you'll see the weapon is separate. Alright, this is, worth a lot of money, so I'll pick that up. Very tempted to use that. Okay, yeah, I'm still really struggling with the UI, I really am. How do you do it again? I really am. I knew how to do it. You used to be able to just flick it across or use the triggers, and that was it. But now it's like it changed it. It's like a double lock, so it's really confusing me. Let's try this staff. Let me see what I mean. I'm struggling with this. Let me equip it and put it in. Let's do it in there a minute. That's what we look like. And by the way, in this you can turn around as well, right? Because in the Oblivion, if you can't turn around when you've got your weapons out, so you'd have to put it away and then you'd be able to turn around the character. But now you can. I've just found that out. Alright, so I didn't know that. I only just found that out myself. So that's a nice change as well. Excellent. We're going to keep all that because that's stuff to sell, and it's got another repair hammer. So again, we're going to pick up repair. They're very important. If you neglect your repair hammer, your stuff will slowly deteriorate. And I'm not sure whether it breaks or not. I can't remember. But put it this way, it'd be pretty useless if you don't do anything about it. So you got to keep using those repair hammers. The more you use repair hammers, the better you will become at repairing, and it will repair more and they will last longer. In other words, you'll be able to repair more things with one hammer than you could, because otherwise it might just do it once the first time, but after that it will get increasingly better and better, and you might be able to, I was at the end of the game when I did it. Okay, I kind of did the main quest, and I did some of the guilds. Okay, and by the time I got to the end, I could repair about 5 or 6 things before the thing broke. Sometimes more than that. I won't waste my time on that. Let me I'll tell you what, I'll stop getting that, mate. It's not. I'll tell you what, I'll leave the rat. Right, where to now? So yeah, there's a lot of switching. Yeah, I didn't realise this was. I was thinking this paused it, but it doesn't, does it? So that's kind of caught me out now. But yeah, it's a nice little handy little thing having clairvoyance in this. So I can't see the thing going up. Right, okay, I couldn't put it anywhere else, so I put it to the right. It also got in the way. But yeah, I love this. The fact that you can do this and zoom in and out. Oh, I haven't got no trousers on apparently. And we spot a deliberate mistake. Oh, we got no trousers. Ha! You haven't got a pair of trousers on, have you? Yeah, that's a silly mistake that was, wasn't it? I must get a pair of trousers then. You could say I got caught in my pants down there. Thank you. Right, anyway, let's go. I'll tell you what, I'll use that next. No, I'll stay on that. I'll do that. And we'll do say that. That meant. Oh, it is on that. Oh, why is it? Oh, I see. That meant that was active. There's a lot of switching the things now, isn't it? I'll tell you what, you're getting a lot of lockpicks. When I first played this game, you don't get many lockpicks. They seem to have doubled that. So it's probably because it's so frustrating for everybody. Right, okay, I'll be doing the time, alright? I've enjoyed every minute of this because I've been waiting for this a long time. This game was massive when it came out, and I missed all the buzz and the excitement when it came out. Because I hadn't really played Morrowind at all. In fact, I hadn't really played it at all. I didn't even know about it.
My sword for the dragon!
Damn it, it's that prisoner again. Kill him. He might be working with the assassins.
Is it very loud, by the way? It doesn't seem very loud to me.
He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
So I'm just going to press this
closer.
pause button, and I'm going to turn up the sound there. It's not very loud for me. Please tell me if the game could be a bit louder.
I need your help. Please come with us.
What?
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine.
Yeah.
How they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I do, yeah. Well, the Nine guide and protect us, Emperor.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens.
A lot of people do that.
The skies are marked with numberless sparks,
Yeah.
each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
So now we choose a birth sign. Okay. Remember, you know, you got the stones in Skyrim. Well, this is where it first came from, but there are more in Skyrim. It seems the game got a little louder, and you sound okay. All I did, Ghost, was turn up my, how much comes through my headphones. I didn't actually alter the game sound. Right. So I don't want to do a warrior. So these three here were on into the 3 stone. When you first played Skyrim, you had the 3 stones, all right? But they added more in Skyrim. Okay, so I could pick that. So I increased my magic by 50 points. Okay. Jess, I think, picked that one because she was, stabby. So if I could show you some gameplay of Jess playing a Avowed. All she is, she's got 2 daggers and she goes stabby, and that's all she does all the time. She loves it. So I could do the mage. I won't do the warrior. Steed, fortify speed and increases movement. Yeah, so you can move faster if you're a steed. Ah, that's a good one, isn't it? Change that in the next one, didn't they? Those born on the side of the apprentice have an increased amount of magicka, but are also susceptible to magic. I don't like this one because I don't want to be susceptible to magic because it's bad enough as it is. But the good side is it increases it by 100 points, but it increases your susceptibility to by 100 points. So really, you don't really gain a lot, do you? You might start off with more points. But that weakness it's a killer, a Ghost. That is a killer. I don't know why anybody would pick that. Right, the shadow. Moonshadow greater power. Grants invisibility for 60 seconds. Can be used once per day. They did change these around a little bit in Skyrim. Okay. Then we have those born on the sign of the ritual can heal themselves and make the undead flee in horror. Twice as much magic damage to you. Yeah, I know. That's really bad choice, I think. I don't think that's a very good one. And most people, I don't think, would pick that. That's alright, don't worry about it, Ghost. Forces the undead to flee in horror for 30 seconds and can be used multiple times per day. So yeah, you can just keep on using that as long as you have magicka points spare. So 40, but it's a good chunk. But the gift that you can use once a day is restores 200 points of health. I'm very tempted to do that. So I might do the ritual stone, which became the one where you can what's it, resurrect dead bodies. So it's slightly got a change, I think, on that one. At least I think it was that one. Right, the Atronach. Those born on the sign of the Atronach cannot regenerate magicka. Again, I don't like this one either. You can only absorb it from other people. So if you're trying to cast spells at, say, a fighter, yeah, so do I, Ghost. If you're trying to cast spells at a fighter, all right, but you can't regenerate magicka, you're going to run out of magicka. You have to keep taking potions. So I don't think this is a very good one for a mage either, because although it increases it by a large amount, okay, 150 points, that's a significant increase. Excuse me, just have to stop eating nuts. But all magical regeneration is halted. So there's a serious defect. Yeah, you absorb it from spells, but if you're not against somebody who's throwing spells and you want to keep on doing magic, you won't get regeneration, so you'd have to keep using spells. So you'd have to be really, be a little bit careful. On this one here, we can open an average. See, I might pick this one because I'm not very good at picking the locks. You can use once per day, but and you can reflect. Is that 5? See, although I got these glasses, I still, still not perfect. I'll tell you what, it's a bit tight around my face as well. Reflects, is that 5% of all incoming damage? Not very much, is it? You would have to be choosing. Thanks, Goose. Well, it's good if you're fighting mazes, because then you can keep topping it up. But if you're not fighting a mage, it's a disadvantage. That's how I look at it. And 5% is not a lot, so I'm not going to do that one. Although I'm tempted by opening an average lock, because that could have nice stuff in it. I don't like negative things. I like it to be positive. See, this is a good one. I'm more resistant to physical and magic damage, and so increases my rating by 15. And increases magic resistance by 15. See, that's a really good one. I won't mind that one. Those born under the sign of the lady benefit from increased willpower and endurance, which would be good for a mage. So that increases willpower and endurance. Can't remember what endurance did. What did endurance do? I've forgotten. But that ain't a bad one. But I must admit that looks like a good one. Because any reduction in enemy spells is good. The Lover's Kiss paralyzes the target for 10 seconds and reduces the caster's fatigue by 120. That's a good one. Only once per day though. Oh, the Serpent. I think the Serpent was the paralyze, and the Ritual was, you can resurrect things. So I think they slightly changed it. So you can poison others. Endurance is stamina, right? Okay. Yeah, when I first played this, I really struggled with all this stuff because mysticism. I couldn't remember which did what. It was a lot for me to take in because I'm used to simple stuff. So I think I'll go with increased armor rating and magical resistance. All right, I'm going to go with that one. Although I wouldn't mind making the undead flee. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that one. Or I could do that one. See, that's a good one as well, isn't it? And damage, what's that? It damages your fatigue. Dispels 90 points and damage fatigue points to the caster. Oh, I see. It dispels stuff from other things, right? I don't know which one to pick here. I think I'll go because I'm going to do light armor. I think I'm going to do that one.
The signs
probably a wrong
I read
choice.
show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
Oh, okay, Ghost. Well, I don't want to do block, really. What about me, Emperor?
Your stars are not mine. Today the Lord shall prove a faithful patron in your quest for glory.
Now, when they first did this, when the game first came out, they showed the character up on the thing, on the trailer. When they showed the first trailer of Oblivion, they had a character who looked old like this. But when the actual game started and you met the Emperor, he was a kind of in between the guy that you saw in the trailer and Patrick Stewart. There was a bit of Patrick Stewart likeness, so he didn't look so old. But it is good that they've actually referred it more to how the original trailer looked. So this is actually more fitting, and it still has Patrick Stewart's voice. So I really like this change. Are you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour.
Yeah, unfortunately.
In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death.
Oh, I don't know about
to
blessed.
face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Oh, brave man. Can you see my? I like all the added stuff they've done. You know, I like the emotions of this Oblivion as well. It's like, you know, people that go like, indifferent. You know, I love all that. If you can get that in Skyrim, just add like a raised eyebrow now and again. Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's companion.
Thanks.
The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness.
Akatosh.
With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Akatosh, he gave man the power of the voice. And, you know, dragon shouts. Where are we going, Emperor?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
I love that line. A tongue shriller than whatever he said. Then the music calls me.
You may as well make yourself useful here.
Oh, sorry.
Carry this torch and stick close.
Bar socket. Sugar free. Tiny amount of saturates. What about Uriel Septim? Boris?
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Good. What about the blades? This is 200 years, if you're wondering, this is 200 years before Skyrim. Because of what happened here in Oblivion, is what determined what happened at the beginning of Skyrim. The blades failed in their job.
We're the Emperor's
Well, supposed
bodyguards.
to
Our
fail.
job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Say that again.
Stick close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
I mean, look at the armour. And don't worry, Skyblivion will be just as good as this, don't you worry. Which will sell the most? Because I'll be buying Skyblivion. Don't you worry about that. And if I can, I'll stream it. Uh-oh. Something going on up there.
My blood for the Empire!
Got to protect him. We've got to protect him. Can't let him die. He says he can foresee his death, but we don't want that to happen. Got to keep him alive at all costs. What's going on? What's going on? Hang on. That's where we've got to go. That way, isn't it? Right, okay, right, hang on. Got to search every little nook and cranny. Can I not get that? Ah. Oh, hang on. I love that. Yeah. If you do hit them, I think I did a long time ago. I think I did accidentally hit one. And if you hit them once, you'll get away with it. If you keep hitting them, they will attack you and kill you. So, be careful. Oh yeah, by the way, if you keep jumping in this game, if you keep doing this the whole time, okay, you keep, and you're running and all that kind of stuff, you will upgrade. Your acrobatics will go up. So most people who play this tend to do this all the time. I'm not that stupid, but I do it occasionally.
Hold up.
So I'm having a little bit of chocolate because
let me take a look.
The rare event. Alright, I'll put my sword away. And go back that one. It's a pity you can't do one in each hand, isn't it?
Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
Tell you what, I'm a lot quicker than I was when I was just having a little mess around, but that's because I was trying to make it last as long as possible. I didn't really want to progress.
What about that side passage back there?
We're the drive. Let's go.
Yeah, and of course all the acting's over the top as well. And they've kept that in it. Because that was part of the... be good for a thief or assassin build, acrobatic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a dead end. What's your call?
Hang on. Just want to make sure I don't miss nothing. Okay, looks like we're okay. Right then.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
I will.
This one,
For the Emperor!
I'll guard him, don't worry. I'll probably kill him now. I did actually kill him
You
once.
alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings.
Okay.
Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him.
But I
and
thought you
close
didn't have
shut
any. I
the
thought they were all
jaws
dead.
Of Oblivion.
I will, don't worry.
For the Emperor!
Oh no, I can't do anything!
Stranger, you chose
You
a bad
vicious...
day to take up the cause of the Septim.
Get back! Whoa.
No. Talos, save us.
It wouldn't let me attack then. Yeah, that's because Ghost, you fail, unfortunately. You can't stop him. It won't allow you to attack. It allows him to kill it. He's got to be killed first before you can do anything. Because this is an event that's meant to happen. So
We failed. I failed.
you failed.
The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead.
Yeah.
The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
He gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men.
Yeah, they do.
The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say.
That's right.
He must have given it to you for a reason.
Thank you.
Did he
Yeah.
say why?
That's good. Thank you everybody for watching. Apparently I've got to take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
Yeah. Well, apparently there is another heir. Well, Ray, the Emperor died. Now we have to make a new a new game. Yeah. Because of these events, because this is 200 years before Skyrim. This is why there are now Jarls taken over in Skyrim, because there's no heir. Although we've got the son, so we're
nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
Thank you. Right. This is the bit of Oblivion that everybody hates. And everybody who's been playing the remastered, they hate this moment. And you'll see why.
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced pilgrim. Am I right?
No. So this is where now we choose our class. Thanks, Ghost. Right, now so we've got skill. Yeah, we should have chosen our kind of build. We've chosen our build, but this is our class. Okay. Those teeth are very worried. That NPC has surely been remastered, definitely. So now we choose our major and minor skills. So when you level up your major skills. So those give you the biggest increases. Okay. The minor ones to a lesser degree. But we have, so if we go to say warrior, say, so we'll have typical warrior things. Okay. Athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor. Barbarian, similar thing, but slightly different because it'd be light armor. It'd be more like a kind of a Viking or something. So it'd be all those things. Crusader, a kind of a hand-to-hand, kind of maces or something like that. Although you could have a blade if you want, but it's good for blunt weapons, like maces. And blade, athletics, hand-to-hand, so all the kind of things you expect to be heavily armoured, knight, similar kind of thing, right? This is a light archer, so this would be for somebody who wants to, obviously be an archer or something. This would be all the perfect things you need. Scout would be, kind of cross between an archer or I don't know, a knight or something. So it'll be on the light armor, block, blade, athletics, all things that you need for a scout. And a rogue is, I don't know, it's kind of like a, I don't know, how do you class that? A little bit of illusion there, and a bit, selling stuff on the side, Right, but then you've got the mage. And so you got all the mage stuff, which I wouldn't mind being like a magey type. I was thinking of recreating Wendy Robin and doing the battle mage. I should have done Wendy Robin, the battle mage. So I could do a battle mage, which would be alchemy, alteration, so that could be handy. Blade, blunt. So we could use either type of weapon, like a, like a double-handed thingy. Conjuration, destruction, and mysticism. So you could be a healer type. Delete this character and do Wendy. Yeah, I'm tempted. I'll tell you what, I might do that, Ghost, because I wouldn't. That still does, magic. But it's a different style of what I normally do, because normally I have like a sword or something. So this would be a different style, be more like a, that. So I wouldn't mind doing that. If I do, what I might do, if I decide to go down that route, I'll try and reproduce exactly what I've done on this one. And maybe we'll change it to Wendy. In other words, I'd have to have a dual woman, and I'd have to do a woman's voice. You don't want that, do you? But I could do a battle mage. I can't remember what mysticism does. So that's a spell sword. That'd be more kind of blade, block, destruction, heavy armor. I don't really want to go heavy armor. Yeah, so I can't. Different class again, isn't it? So sort of marksman, bow, but with destruction. So that's, that's quite a good one. Nightblade, well, that's a good one. That is, isn't it? Light armor, destruction, restoration, blade. Oh, that's a good one as well. But also, and then you got your thief, your agent. So yeah, some lovely choices here. I tell you what, why don't we create our own custom class? Because not only can you do that, you can choose your own. So let's choose our own. Alright? So we're going to pick combat. Alright, and then we're going to pick the attributes. Alright? I would like intelligence, so I can cast powerful spells. I'd also like to regenerate magicka. Let's do that. How fast? Greatly increases your maximum health. Absorb, reflect, dispel. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I get confused with. Move object, sense life. Oh yeah, that's a good one then. What was that? It's mysticism, wasn't it? Oh, I haven't got that. But we could add that. So that's probably a good one. Oh, I've already done enough. So I can only do 3. Yeah, you can only pick 3 of these. So I'm going to pick those 3. Alright, so then if I go back to skills again. I hope I'm doing this right. So now I want some magic stuff. So I want, say, mysticism then. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, mysticism would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do some mysticism. Definitely want destruction. I want that as well. Oh yeah, it can even walk on water as well. I don't want to do summoning. I think I'm going to do destruction. I wouldn't mind doing oh, that's, yeah, God, I'll tell you what, this is tough. Because, we still got plenty we can choose. I'm going to pick alchemy. Possibly that. And then let's see what we have here. I'm going to pick light armor. Okay. I'm not going to do marksman because I'm not going to do the bow. Because Wendy wasn't a bow. She was supposed to be in a battle magery and I just forgot. Security. I would like to be good at security. Sneak. I generally like to do sneak. That's kind of tempting, but I've only got 3 more to go, so I've got to be very careful what I pick now. Shielding yourself, see, that would be good, wouldn't it? Paralyze would be a good one. I'm going to do that one. Anything we might need on there. I mean, that'd be good as well. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do blunt, because I might just do Wendy. Here comes the repeating text. Alright, so I think that is all we can do. Oh no, there's one more. So let's see, what can we pick? That's cure and disease. Cast spells that restore, fortify, and absorb. Very tempted to do security just so I can unlock flipping locks. I'm going to do restoration as my final one. Okay. Alright, so that's my specialization is... Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't see this. It's going to be magic. Alright, so we're going to specialize on magic. Alright. So I forgot that. So I almost made a mistake there. Right, we're going to specialise in magic. Right, but we're going to back it up. So we're going to be like a battle mage. Yeah, so actually I should have done a battle mage. And we'll call this, you know, the Ray Awesome build. So I think that's kind of covered everything. What do you think? And we're going to call it, so we press that, we're going to call it the Awesome build. What do we call it? The Awesome build. Thank you. Has it done it? Yeah, I want to select Awesome.
Really?
Thank you.
I would never have guessed. Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins.
You want to bet? So after the sewers, then what?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances,
I won't.
but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
Well, no. Why don't you explain a little bit more? I'm not quite sure.
You'll be fine. I know this is a lot to take in all at once.
It is a bit.
No one's more surprised than me that I'm sending an escaped prisoner off with the Amulet of Kings.
Yeah, I know.
But the
Who
Emperor
would trust
trusted
me?
you for a reason, and I trust the Emperor. The Amulet of Kings must get to Joffrey at Wayne Priory.
Oh, I will do
You'll
that.
know what to do with it.
I'll definitely do that. No,
Joffrey should
don't
know
worry.
how to find the heir the Emperor spoke of. The amulet must reach Emperor Uriel's heir, so a new Emperor can be crowned.
All right, well, what about you? What will you do?
I'll
boss?
stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you.
Okay.
You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you.
May Talos guide
By the
you
way,
too,
thanks for
boss.
recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll
This
see
is a
that
bit
it is
weird.
given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
And that's the bit that everybody who plays this game and gets to this point, they hate this bit. Because he just took away our lovely weapon. So now all we got is, say, an iron. You know, we could have a sword. But I'm going to go with blunt. Let's go with something like that now. So this could turn into Wendy. Alright. Which we can see from any angle now. So remember this face, it could turn into a Wendy. If I'll tell you what, let me know. Would you like me to stay as I am, as a man Wendy? So we'll reproduce Wendy in a manly form. So I don't have to change my voice. Or would you like me to do Wendy? Sorry, Boris. So please decide. Your vote will count, and I will do exactly what you say. So yeah, I did try robbing him, but that didn't work either. So I did accidentally hit him once. Only played a couple of times. Well, to be honest, yeah, it's given him more time to live. Ray is more. I take it that's the previous text. But yeah, I can't get used to this crouch button. I'm really not used to that, so I may actually change that button. But I must admit, you know, doing this one is a lot easier than trying to press the trigger. Oh, okay, I can do that one. So I'll go this way, which I think is where we came. I think we went round somewhere. Which way have we got to go? Oh, we got to go there. Okay, yeah, I think we already came around there and ended up getting stuck around here, I think. that right? I think that's where it came from. Right, okay, let's carry on then. So, I hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget that like button. I know Ray's brain is semi-working. I got, you know, Jess, by the way, thanks Jess. Jess, thank you very much. Very much. Because, you know, Jess is, you know, she looks after me. I don't know why she looks after me. I look after myself. But, you know, she's getting me treats. She I bought some sugar-free sweets so I can eat as many as I want, as long as, you know. So I've got a load of these sweets, you know. So this will last me quite a long time, by the way. I'm not eating all these ones. But just, you know, she also got me, you know, a big bag of boiled, you know, boiled sweets, sugar-free. So bless you, Jess, for doing it. You don't have to do all this stuff, but it's very much appreciated. Thanks, Jess. And by the way, that's what I was doing on my Lego. I was doing a little bit of Lego. So, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn Shell Walker. Okay, so that's what I was doing. Along with, you know, Aloy, obviously. All right, and the other thing was, you know, this little thing there. Okay, we're also going to have Vorl. We got to work on Vorl. Jess is trying to do a little bit of Vorl for me, so we've done a little bit of that. So that's what I've been doing, plus watching things about the remaster, of course. So thanks, Jess, for getting me the stuff. You don't have to get all this stuff. Don't worry, I do pay her for it, but sometimes you don't want any money for it. But that's because she's a good, you know, real good person. You will be choosing with what you're casting, yeah. So right, let's get ready then. So it could be a battle axe now. So as I say, we've got these four hotkeys now. So you know, up is you know, our character. Okay, so we can scroll along. See, you know, so we're now a Breton. We are a lord. We are awesome, and we're level 1. These are all our stats. Okay, so we've got good strength, intelligence, and willpower. Agility, not very good, so we'd have to jump around a lot. But you know, I think I've got quite a good personality. What do you think? And a little bit of luck is always handy because that affects a lot of things you do in the game. You know, how lucky they hit you, and these are our you know, our main skills and our minor skills. So these major skills will progress your level character. There's the level at the bottom, and that's our progress towards it. These are the major ones which will affect it, and these will affect it in a smaller way. Okay, so slight difference from Skyrim. These are our factions, so there are factions obviously. We've got the Thieves Guild, you know, we got the Fighters Guild, we're gonna have the Mages Guild, and we're gonna have whatever else there is. And this is all our stats, you know, all the things that we've done, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Alright, if push down you get the map. If you can zoom in and out, and if you zoom to the end and then press again, you get the interior. Okay, so if I go back out of that and then go back to map, oh no, so you've got to go back in. So it looks like you've got to go back in. Alright, and then if you press left, you will get the magical stuff. If you press right, you get your inventory stuff. So there's those 4 quick keys, and you press this one, you get that. So it's a really nice change. It makes it a lot easier to do. Right, I'll tell you what, since we've been a bit, you know, we'll probably want to do like a, you know, a big kind of, you know, like Wendy does. Like a, you know, big axe or a, you know, huge mace or something. Or a bit of a waste to do it on him. But you know, we've also got our fire as well, so we're, you know, it could be a bit of a battle mage. So maybe we're a battle mage now. Makes it a lot easier. So yeah, we could. I'll tell. Do you want a male battle mage or a female one? What would you like? You can't activate these gates. Shame, I would like to escape out of there. I'll just put that away. Oh dear. I took a wrong turn in there. Where is he? Ah, get back! Vicious! We'll pick up that and that and that. Again, weapons drop separately. Okay, I'm not going to use shields. But I can block. As long as it's a great game, I am happy, yeah. Are two-handed weapons slow? They are slow, yeah. Yeah, like Skyrim, the heavier the weapon, you know, it will be slower, yeah. So, you know, dagger will be a lot quicker. But it is a great game. The quests are fantastic in there. Some of the quests are so inventive. They are amazing. Because of, I don't know, you'll just see very strange quests, but really excellent. That's what I loved about Oblivion, is the wonderful quests. It was so creative. I don't know. I mean, obviously they did more in Skyrim. There was more of it, and you know, because I'm kind of fetch quests as well, so they kind of expanded it a bit more. But I still have some fantastic quests in it. So I usually look in all the barrels because you know you might find you know, lock picks, all that kind of stuff. Hang on, I've forgotten which way I'm going. Hang on. Right, it's that way. Okay, I was going the right way then. Oh yeah, that's the guy I got from the distance. I don't think there's anything in the water. Murky sewage water, as you'd expect. So I'm not sure if there's anything hidden here. It's always a good idea to look, because you know, just like Skyrim, you know there's going to be hidden stuff. Where am I going? That way. Oh yeah, could be. Yeah, it could be. But yeah, when I played this, I didn't know anything about the Elder Scrolls. I hadn't played any Elder Scrolls games. I hadn't played any Bethesda games. So I was a bit. I had a job, you know, understanding mysticism, intelligence, and all that. So it's a little bit of a struggle. I still struggle now. But you know, old brain. You know, poor old brain is struggling. It's slightly better. At least I got a little bit of confidence back. But God, it looks so different. It's so different. I can't believe how good this is. And I'll tell you what. I just realised something. I haven't saved the whole time. So let me do a save quickly. Let me do a hard save here. Yeah, because the auto saves. I don't know, Ghost. I don't know. I don't know if they did fix it, but so far it's working. I did see it. I did see once when I did it. It did kind of go into a bit of a wall, so it still might be. It might still have a little bit of that in it. I tell you what, let's use the staff. Oh, that's not the staff, is it? Oh yeah, it's staff. What was that? I've not seen it lead you into a wall. Yeah, so far it seems to be working alright. So they may have proved it, I don't really know. But I did see it slightly go into a wall, but I think it's because I go down round. So it still seemed to work. So it might be they've made an improvement. Apparently the base code hasn't been changed, but they've just done some quality of life things. Well, Virtuos have done the quality of life stuff. The base game, base game is kept as it is. That's why it's got all the stuff what we like in the original. So this is the gateway out, which, as you notice, has the Skyrim symbol on for dragon. So that's what they use for Skyrim. Okay, just that symbol. And I don't think it was on there on the original game. It may have. I'm not 100% sure. So now we go outside for the first time. And this is where everything... Now, before you go out that door, you can change your mind. Then they screwed up... Yeah, it could be, yeah. So you can, if... Me and Jess waited all day yesterday after I picked up my glasses. It is loud, isn't it? We waited from when she, she met me. We both met at Asda where I picked up my glasses, and then we came back here, and we waited all afternoon for him to arrive, and he didn't arrive. And then he comes today when I'm streaming, and Jess is not here. I should have a word with him, but we can still make changes. If we, we made did something wrong, we could have changed. We still go back and we can change it, all right? But we're going to carry on. Escape the Imperial Tower as our first trophy. No mods to worry about. I know wood people are like, oh, it's a bit dark now. But look at this. Alright, it's a little bit misty now. We've kind of got a misty now. Oh yeah, well normally it wouldn't be looking misty, but I was concerned about the green, because when you come out the first time, the red arrow on the compass shows direction to the Waning Priory. You can walk there by following the compass or open your world map, which is down on the D-pad, or you can set off in any direction and begin exploring the world on your own. So, as in all the Bethesda games, you can go where you want in any direction from the start of the game. You don't need to pick up a quest before you go to a location. You'll either be locked out of it or you can't progress a certain part of it, but it won't prevent you from going anywhere you want in the game. But this is the moment when we came out in 2006 it came out, but I did it a few years later. We came out and we saw this incredible forest. Okay, incredible forest. I'll get it right in a minute. All this greenery. We'd never seen it. Oh, I would just typical Ray that, isn't it? Don't worry, I'll wear the. Can I wear the amulet? I can't wear the amulet kings, obviously. So apparently I'm wearing no trousers. I'll tell you what, we'll stick to first person. And we came out, we saw this. It absolutely blew us away. But now look at the mountains. We couldn't see that. It was just a smudge in the distance. And now, and do you know what? One of the first things I did was I did a quest for somebody. I get a called slaughterfish, and I got killed by the slaughterfish. That was my first death. Although it may have happened when I went into that dungeon over there. But I'll tell you what, we're not going to go to that dungeon today, because if we're going to do a Wendy, alright, watch out for the slaughterfish. And by the way, fishes are now in this game. Right, there's actually fishes in it. So you can't fish and you can't pick up those fish, but they're just for visual, just nice visual improvement. Right, but what we're going to do, we're not going to go into Vilverin, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to go to that place over here, which was where we went when I showed you the original one. I think it was about here. Alright, because we went in there as Wendy in part 7 in the original, so look on my playlist for the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, where you'll see my original character as well from my 360, which I played in a couple of years after the event. Oh, there's somebody apparently. Apparently the vicious crabs are after me. I do like these lovely crispy crabs. Must admit, I'm into the crispy crabs. So look at that, we've actually unlocked the second one. So you will gradually unlock them, okay, depending on your skill. So it looks like we've got a pair of trousers. Although they are furry ones. What's that say there? So we'll wear that. And we'll have the lockpick. Could wear nice furry stuff. Sorry, I won't now take your clothes off. I'm not that insane anymore. Right, let's go back to the battle axe, which we haven't assigned yet. So we'll get rid of the battle axe. That's just a placeholder in case I want to hold her. Sorry about that one. Do stave blue charges as you use them? Yes, Ghost. They do use charge. So if hang on. So if we go to our stave, it should say it's charges somewhere. Well, the only way you find out is if you so I've got to work this out. By the way, you can switch between these as well. So you can do it by price, you can do it by weight, you can do it by, you know, how strong they are. Okay, this is the attack value, so very low attack values here. I think the highest is about 8, I don't know, 10 or something. So, you know, that's your attack value of that. That is the health of it. Okay, and that is, you know, just showing all of them. Okay, so if you press the triangle, you can do that. Alright, so we're going to put the trousers on. So, you know, we don't want to look stupid, do we? There you are, that's looking a little bit better. And you could go into that one if you want that. So they're kind of catering for everybody. You want third person. You know, I prefer the close-up one like that. But I prefer actually that. So we're going to head towards that marker. With our huge battle axe, we'll kind of get like an axe or something at some point, or a hatchet, or maybe a mace at some point. We'll try and reproduce Wendy in a male form, or if you want me to do it as a female form, please let me know. And I mean, I could have gone to the wrong bit. Am I heading towards the right bit? Alright, let's have a look. I mean, what do you think? You're enjoying it so far? I'm not completely ruining it, am I? You're not a fan of two-handed weapons? No, I'm not a fan of two-handed weapons. Well, I might be on this one. I'm trying to find that place that I... Well, there's Fort Usak, anyway. Well, I may have got out. I may have been slightly out on where I thought it was. Oh, I think it was yeah, somewhere up here. It's great so far. I'll tell you what, I'll try that place there. I'm not quite sure where it is. I think that's the mine that I went to. Oh no, it's castle. That's the castle. I was trying to find that place. I think it was called Wendy Spring Wendy or something. Alright, I'll tell you what, we won't do that then. I'll tell you what, let's forget that. Let's forget that. Because we haven't decided if it's Wendy yet. Let us go to the town and sell some stuff. That's why this is an exploration game. Yeah, good point, Ghost. And you can travel, fast travel, even though we haven't truly been to the capital yet. I am pretty sure that if I wanted to go here to Waynham Priory, if I click on that, I'd be able to go to there now. So that was the change that they made in Skyrim. They didn't allow you to travel to the cities from the start. You had to go there first or travel there on a coach. But in Oblivion, you can travel from the start of the game to all these major locations that are marked here. So you can do 3 different entries there. You can go to Copious. So you can do that from the beginning of the game. So they changed that. And if we actually zoom out, this is the whole of Tamriel. So if you don't know your Elder Scrolls, this is Tamriel. Up here is Skyrim. Okay, so this is Cyrodiil, obviously, which is where we're playing the game, which is why I started as an Imperial, because it seemed to suit it. I know you hate Imperials, Ghost, but maybe you change your mind? Because this is 200 years before the Imperials tried to chop your head off. So there's Morrowind, there's Skyrim, there's the Clairvoyance Mountains. I think it's the Clairvoyance Mountains. I could be totally wrong on that. There's Hammerfell. If you're wondering where the next one is, it's going to be Hammerfell or High Rock or both. Because they've already hinted that. Because what they did is they showed a section of this map like that, or I think it's zoomed out a little bit. And what they did was they put a little circle, a little bright circle here, So we already know it's going to be in Hammerfell. So it'll be the Elder Scrolls Hammerfell, I presume. Alright, and then you have Valenwood, which was what I was hoping it'd be elsewhere, with the lush forest and for the Khajiit. There's Valenwood there, but also Black Marsh. I would love to do Black Marsh, because that's the Argonians, and the Argonians. I looked at, so there is a team that's doing Beyond Skyrim. Losing one head does tend to change your viewpoint of certain things. Yeah, this is 200 years earlier, Ghost, before that even happened. But I saw somebody is trying to rebuild the whole of Tamriel, which includes all of these regions, and it's called Beyond Skyrim, and I'm watching that closely. And they've done plenty of developer photos, videos, and show on how they're going so far, and they've done a significant amount because they've done a lot of every area. And if you want to find out about that, just look for Beyond Skyrim. I put all those in a folder. If anybody wants to see it in my folder, I've got a Beyond Skyrim folder which shows some of the stuff that they've progressed over the years, and I try and keep that up to date. So they are going to do the whole of it. So that's an extremely huge project. I hope that comes to fruition. I'll put that away. The guards are about. But we've still got the janky guards, so they're still going, halt! Stop there! It does sound interesting, doesn't it? And I don't think it's too far away, because they're quite a long way through it. Excuse me, sir.
Duty calls.
So we've still got the jankiness of these. If you'd like to give me some tutorials. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the famous little thing that they kept in here. Alright. This is the... see, each one you can admire, you can boast, you can joke, and you can coerce them. Okay? For all you thieves out there. And it raises it or lowers their disposition. But if you take too long, his disposition will slowly fall over time. So if you take too long making your decision, you'll end up, lower than when you started. Alright? So when you hover over each action, so there's 4 things you can pick. Alright? It shows it will show a reaction to it. So you'll either go, he loves it, and then go like that. You'll either show he dislikes it, so you go like that, or you'll do I hate it, or you do the other one, which is, I think, is an indifferent one. Okay, and the amount that you put into that, if you say you do something and it makes him smile, okay, I'll show you. Yeah, well, I'll explain it. So, first of all, I've got to start. So what happens is you get these 4 sections. With each one, you can coerce, bribe, joke, or whatever. Okay. And you'll see his face change. It's a bit hard to tell because he's got a helmet on. But he's going to go like, and the bigger the effect, so in other words, it'll have some bars that will fill in. So it might be like 3 bars. So that means it's going to have a big effect. If it has a small bar, it means it's going to have a minor effect. So what the idea is to do the one that's full of bars, which he likes. But the ones that he dislikes, to do the less amount in. So choose the option where it has less of it. So over time you could gradually just sneak it up bit by bit. Alright? So the timer won't start yet because I haven't started. So I'll give you an idea of what it is. Alright? So we start it and we watch his reaction. Well, we can't see it, but it's got a flipping helmet. But he doesn't seem to like that. But that seems to be... You see, he always likes that one, and that's got 3 bars. That's a really good one.
Drab and wretched by comparison.
So it's gone up, okay? But like joke, he doesn't like joke, but it's only going to be a small amount. So we have to pick one of each type.
You think that's funny?
So he didn't like that one, but it goes down. But I could admire that. But now he doesn't like that one. So it's like it changes as you're doing it. So we're going to get 2 on that one. Oh no, we've already picked that one. So coerce, I don't know, he's kind of indifferent, but that he hates, so let's not do that.
I can't argue with that.
And then maybe a kind of change, and then, so it takes a while to do it, and you get different reactions to each, so it looks like we can only do that, so
Don't talk such
we've actually
rot.
gone down. So it's kind of silly mini game, and
Oh,
you know, I'm not a big fan of it.
This better be good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Bo Thiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the bandits from Camp Hales.
Really?
Probably trying to enhance her weird machine.
Yeah, I was never very good at it, but I solved the issue by doing the main quest, and then suddenly everybody loved me. So I kind of did it a slightly different way. That's because I'm intelligent. Although I think I may be wrong there. That's our character, by the way. Excuse
Rochelle
me.
Bantian, Samuel's wife. I'm glad he's settled down to training in the quiet life.
Oh, good. What about the Imperial City? Any news?
Samuel was a bit wild as a young man.
Really?
The city will do that to you. Bad company, bad influences.
Boo. And any rumours? So, in most things, you'll get similar questions. In Skyrim, they changed the system because the people that did the original, you know, did the quests and things, they did things a certain way, which were just options for each one, and they generally all had the same options. But with this, with Skyrim, they made the conversation more natural, so more options opened up as you talk to them. So they kind of advanced the system, but it's perfectly
There were
good.
lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
Okay then, thank you,
Goodbye.
lady. So let's go to, I think there's shops around here somewhere. Now I always go through all the crates because you know, you've got a fine chance of picking up a lockpick or a repair hammer. So the first thing I should do was to get all this was go around picking all the plants. So you know, do that. Look in the boxes because you got a pretty good chance of getting these and a bit of gold. All right, so it's well worth looking in all these things. I won't bother with the clogs. What was that I just picked up? So it's a good idea because, and also you get food, maybe a torch. I've probably got too many. I'll very quickly do this because it's a good way to get lockpicks and stuff. Plus, you know, a couple of things. Look, fortify health and restore health. So that was worth getting. Oh, and a carrot. And a carrot as well. So the food is going to be handy to do our potions. Grapes as well. That are a good one. So they generally be health or stamina. So I won't pick all of them up, but it looks like I am. I'll pick them all for a minute because obviously we want to whack on with the crafting, don't we? Oh, sorry, I got my axe out by mistake. Probably don't need the plates, so it'll be typical stuff that you usually expect to find in there. But you know, you may get something, you know, a little bit interesting, like the corn, all that. So it's a good idea. I did this all the time. I used to pick up so much of this stuff. It was ridiculous, but I got tons of hammers and things from it, and lockpicks. In fact, there was more lockpicks in these than they were in, you know, they were giving you in chests. So because I was always running out of lockpicks because that was terrible, I relied on looking in the boxes. Well, what have we got? We got the feed bag, which I think is more food. That seems to be nothing. Just seems to be a warehouse. Let's just go to Justine's. So we'll go on about another 10 minutes. Hello, Jensine. Hello, how are you?
Feel free to browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper.
Thank you.
I was afraid I lost any hope of new business ever since Thoronir opened up.
Who's he then? Who's Thoronir?
I think you might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Perhaps you can assist us with a problem we're having here in the market district.
Well, I came here to kind of buy stuff really and sell stuff, but carry on.
I'm the
Tell me.
chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thoronir opened his shop nearby. Selling all
What's up with
sorts of
him?
merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't
Does he?
believe.
Well, go
He doesn't
on then.
always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad, a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss
Well, you don't have
the
to,
matter.
do we? I mean,
We are convinced he's up to no good.
really? I
What
mean,
we
got any
need is
proof
for
of
you to
that?
case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some
What?
proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice.
That's tempting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who do we want to help? So we could help her with Thoronir selling stuff really cheap. It sounds like a really great idea. Might be to flog bent stuff to him, or we could, help the shopkeepers, to get rid of the cheap stuff, because which would really be handy. But it'd give us a nice reward, and we'd have the backing of everybody else loving us. Have we got any inventory?
His inventory must be stolen. It has to be.
Really?
He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go
Sounds
see for
dodgy,
yourself.
that. Dodgy. While we're on the subject, can we talk about the
Everyone
Imperial
comes
City?
to the big city to buy and sell. Why not? More stores, better selection, better prices.
You're with some clients. I have to leave. I hope you have fun. Greetings, everybody. Thank you for coming in, Robinson. Thank you to everybody for coming in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we'll be playing Oblivion. Any rumours? Take care, Rod.
The
Yeah.
Imperial Watch seems awfully worried about the Grey Fox. Look at all those wanted posters.
Well, I wouldn't worry about Grey Fox. They're just the least of your problems. What about Thoronir, anyway?
I hope you're more successful uncovering his scheme than we've been.
Well, we'll have to look into who is the Grey Fox.
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one,
Also
though.
looked happy.
The beggars are his eyes and ears.
I know, would you like that in Skyrim? I quite like it. And if you go down to the bottom, you've got Persuasion, where we can do the little mini game, which I'm not a big fan of, because I couldn't work it out. But we can do some bartering.
May
So
I
we can
interest you
barter
in
in
some
this.
of my fine wares?
Okay? We can barter, okay? But before you start to sell, we could go and we could start haggling. Alright? Because, she'll have a lot of stuff. A lot of, really good. I mean, look at that. And Akavari Warblade. God, my eyesight's getting worse. Because I blinked. But, by the way, when I first played this, I never bought a single weapon or armour in the entire game. I never even bought lockpicks, because apparently you can only buy lockpicks from the Thieves Guild, or find them in boxes. So I never bought a single item in the game. I gained all the stuff, all my weapons that I got from what I found. Alright, so she's asking a lot of money, and I ain't got that much money. But we could haggle and get more out of it. So if I go to my side, okay, alright, if I sell that shaman, which was what, 180 something, we're only going to get 80. But if I go back to this one, we can move this bar. So at the moment we got to pay 173% for stuff, and when we sell it we only get 43%. So you can tweak it up. Don't push it up too hard, because she's apprentice. Okay, so she's one of the lower ones. Okay, so we've got more chance of success. So it's a good idea to tweak this up a few, but don't go too far. If you go too far, they will reject that, and you will actually lose a few points of percentage. And then you'd have to try and go back up again. So you do actually end up worse off than you were. So don't overdo the haggling. If you could just do it in little bits, and if they're happy with the transaction, try going up, say 1, and then selling another one. But don't push it too far. As soon as she starts to say, "Ooh, I don't know, that's a little bit of a hard bargain" or something, that's the time to stop. And every time you come back to this person, you might be able to raise that a little bit more each time. So it's a good idea just try raising it a little bit at a time. Alright, and then we go back. So we've set our haggling rate. So let's see if we can sell some stuff. I'm going to sell the bow. I don't need that. So 5. Will she be happy with it?
That's more than I would usually pay.
So she accepted it, but it's more than she would usually pay. So that's a sign that she will accept it, but you're very close to the limit. So it's probably a good idea to stick at that. Alright?
That seems a fair price.
We're going to get rid of the sword. So she seems happy with that. So as long as she's happy, keep doing it. Now for that one, I'm just going to get one.
A good price for a good customer.
So she's quite happy. I wonder if we can make it better. Let's just go up one. Okay, so that means we're paying less and we're getting slightly more. Just tweak one little bit. If she refuses, that may go down. So I'll try. Hopefully, I haven't gone too far there. So let's sell. Now, so far, I haven't found anything that bear pelt was for because I couldn't ever craft weapons. So I think we can sell that because we're 15 and it weighs 8, so it's quite heavy. She accepted that, so she's still quite happy, but don't overdo it. It's a good idea to sell all the rubies and that. As far as I know, nobody wants one, so we'll sell them all for a minute. I don't think I need a knife. We need to don't sell the repair hammers. I've seen somebody get rid of it. They are one of the most useful things in the game. I'm going to sell some of the torches because I don't need that many. So let's do, say, because they are like 0.5 each. So let's do, say, 6 of them. Alright, because I still got too many. So let's get rid of a couple of those. Alright, and then anything else? But I'm going to keep all you know, potions and all that lot. We don't need, and so I'm quite happy with all that. And I'm not going to buy anything. But I do believe she doesn't sell. You know, you can buy it back, of course, but obviously it costs you a lot more. Okay, but you know, each shop does sell different things. I am not sure.
Thanks again for your help.
If by selling it to someone who does weapons, whether we get more. I don't know. So I can't remember. Let's go now. Let's go in this one.
How can I help you?
Excuse me there.
Tertullian, Sergius, and Cicero, the 3 Varus brothers.
Evening.
I'm Sergius.
I'm Ray Olsen, or Ray. I think no, or it could be Wendy. We'll have to do like if you want the male one, we'll have to do like Wensley. So let's see. I mean,
I
no
offer
point
the
bartering,
finest
really,
goods
is it?
at
'Cause
lowest
I haven't got
prices in
anything
all
to sell.
Cyrodiil.
Thanks. So I haven't got anything to sell now, but it seems a nice chap. Let's have a chat.
The Black Horse Courier is run by 3 Khajiit brothers.
Yeah?
They buy freelance stories with an imperial stipend and give the papers away for free.
Oh, sounds good. Any rumours going around?
There's a new ship moored up in the waterfront district. The Marine
Yeah, that
Elena.
probably will, yeah.
It's a galleon, I think.
It's a galleon here, is there? Do you know anything about the Grey Fox?
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. Oh, he's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes
I don't know
and
about you, but
ears.
I prefer this emotion system. It's a little bit kind of corny, but I do like that. I think that's a really good thing that we could do. I'm not going to do the persuading thing. I kind of gave up on that. It's a little bit tricky. So apparently this is run by 3 brothers. Hello? Oh, is this Cicero? Oh, I accidentally hit the door by mistake. Hang on, is that Cicero? There are some reoccurring characters, apparently.
Tertullian, Sergius, and Cicero. The 3 Varus brothers. I'm Cicero.
You're not the Cicero, are you?
Good thing we have the Black Horse Courier. I don't know how we'd get our news without it.
No, it doesn't look like him, does it?
Take care.
Anyway. Oh, thank you. Right, okay, well, we're getting close to time where I should probably finish. I'd love to do this for 6 hours, to be honest, but, you know, I've got to have my tea. They have added things like little butterflies now, but you can't capture them. So they've added some nice subtle changes here. And when I was saying about all the stonework has gone stony, you know, all gone kind of brown, it's because of the change of lighting. So it does seem to be more green than I thought. And this town, by the way, if you're wondering, I'll keep doing that, you know, is huge. It is, I'll tell you what, that is very close. On the original game, it wasn't quite that close as that. But yeah, this is like the local map. And it will highlight, you know, as long as you've been around this kind of area, it will highlight them all for you. So here is the, you know, the Merchant's Inn. There's the fighting chance, so that's where we can sell weapons. So I'm not sure if you get more. I don't think it makes a lot of difference. I think it depends on your haggle thing, really. So, you know, if you went there regularly and you didn't go to the other one, then you probably get more for haggling that one. I know. So there's Jensine's good as new thing. There's the three brothers, and there's a warehouse, and there's the feed bag. I wonder where this Thoronir guy is. So let's have a look at this Unfriendly Competition one. If I activate that, have I activated it? I mean, I'm pressing it, so I presume it's activated it.
What is it?
I don't know. Let's have a look at the map. Not really sure where it is, to be honest. Just said we had to follow the guy. I don't even know where the guy is. I could got a feeling it's not working. So I'm pressing on it here and nothing's happening. Oh right, oh I see. Oh hang on. Ah, it's actually saying the wrong button here. Oh I see, you got to inspect it and then you got to activate it. Okay, right, so let's set this one off then. And let's open that in the map. And you can go to the local map. So zoom in once more. So it is just there. Okay, it was just on our left. Let's go there. Let's have a little quick talk.
Murdered. No one even knows who
People
did
have
it.
set routines
Apparently
in this.
no one has any idea who did it. Now there's some prophet preaching doom in the street.
Hang on. Well, we not got the. I thought we had conversations on. Oh, by the way, so quickly.
Servants of Dibella.
I would recommend.
Very altar.
Oh, sorry.
Truly
God,
By the gods!
Of course.
sorry about that.
You too.
God, lucky I didn't get killed there. That was stupid, wasn't it? Oh, Ray. Don't know what he's doing, do he? Oh, hang on. Yeah, let me put that on and apply that. Yeah, I want to try that out, see if it works. Oh yeah, the camera motion where it kind of just, you know, kind of gradually brings the character in. You can turn it off if you want. I quite like it, so I'm going to keep it on. I'll watch this afterwards and just see whether it's, you know, loud enough and all that kind of stuff. It does seem to be on, doesn't it? Oh, I see. So this is the dialogue transition. So it, you know, gradually swings round and brings the guy to the front. But I do quite like it. I did like it after a while. I mean, I kind of miss it in Skyrim, really. So it looks like I've done it. So let's confirm that. Oh, I may not have confirmed it. Hang on. So it takes a while for me to, you know, it's because they've changed the setting. You see, it keeps. I keep pressing the wrong buttons because the UI is slightly different than what I'm used to. It seems to have done it now. Okay. Right, okay. So we've got to head over here. Where is it? It looks like it's here. The Copious Coinpurse, that sounds iffy, doesn't it? Okay, let's go in here. They have schedules, just like the you know, just like Skyrim. They have schedules, They will all go on with their lives, they will talk to each other, they will interact. The AI in this was way more advanced, but you had to strip it out because people were killing each other because they saw something on the floor that I wanted and they'd all kill each other, so they had to tone it right down. Alright, it's just Thoronir.
Welcome to the Copious Coinpurse.
Let's see what he has to say. He might have a better deal.
What kind of deal can I make for you today?
That's what we're talking about. It's a little bit, you know, as I say, he's not happy. You know, he's not great to see us. Did you do anything with inventory? Where do you get it?
Well, that would be a trade secret. I can't divulge how I passed the great savings on to you, now can I?
He's got a fair
like
point, yeah.
Not revealing his best recipes. I must keep my sources anonymous, or
fair.
every merchant in
That's fair.
town would use them. Suffice to say, they are quite reliable and low cost. That way, you walk out with a full coin purse.
Well, I kind of like the guy already. Oh, and it gets updated as well. So Imperial
I have the
City.
best prices in town. Why? I'm smart, and you're smart. We know the right people. We get the best deals.
Sounds like we're on the same page. Any rumours around town? So you'll get similar, yeah.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new
So
members.
simple interface.
Bad work for some folks.
Sort of, I can understand. Do you know anything about the Grey Fox?
Blasted thief. I hope they string him up when they catch him. He's a slippery one, though. The beggars are his eyes and ears.
Really? Right, so I'll tell you what, let's try getting on his good side. Apparently we can bribe him as well. Wonder how you... Can't remember how you bribe. Oh, we can bribe like that. Oh, I see. So we could bribe... Oh, I ain't got much money, so I don't think I'll... So let's see what his reactions are. Oh, yeah, cool. He loves that, and we got all 4 bars there. So 4 bars.
Yes, yes. Whatever you say.
So we got to do this fairly quickly.
What a great story.
Didn't like that one. Kind of iffy on that one. Well, it
What
has
a
to be
dumb
that one
joke.
by the look of it.
Don't talk such
No,
rot.
not really helping. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game. So yeah, I was never very good at it. So I just did the main quest, and suddenly everybody liked me. Do you sell? I'll tell you
some
what.
of my wares?
No, I don't want that. Does he sell like lockpicks? Doesn't sell much good stuff, does he? Oh, it's mostly clothing and some arrows. I don't know. I mean, that lady have a better selection. She did have a better selection, but if you want, the best moccasins, and I'll tell you what, you've got lovely clothes in this. Got some of the colours, amazing. I mean, it's got folded cloth. I mean, there's a guide to Anvil. There's a guide to some of these places. I tempted to get that. Is there anything down there? But he's got some lovely arrows. And that's all of them. Well, he hasn't got much stuff then. Okay, so you're going to press the back button, or you can do back. Oh, sells repair hammer. Oh, right, okay, right. Let me see how that goes.
Do business.
Where was repair hammers? Oh yeah, good point. Oh, hang on, let's haggle first. I'll actually get a little bit more out of them. I can. Let's go up a few little. Sneak up a little bit. Right, let's see. It's how much are they? I ain't got much money. Is it 18? About 36. Oh no, I'll probably do about 3. He seems quite happy with that. Let me buy one more. Oh, maybe he's a good guy, this guy. I'll go and push him a little bit over the edge. I'll buy one more. Oh yeah, if you press the right trigger, you can just go, or you can go that. So you can do it bit by bit like that, or you can just quickly go down a bit like Skyrim. Let's try that one. He's happy with that. Alright, I think that'll do, because he hasn't really got much else. I don't want to buy a picture. You know, have I got any of these? I might buy a watermelon. A tomato, I'll have a tomato. And a watermelon.
You bought that for a song.
Oh. Shield. Oh, okay.
Come again.
He seems like a good guy to me. You know, I don't know why we want to help the other people. and you can steal stuff. Yeah, it'll turn red. So you know, you can you know, do the go around the back. You know, go around the back here. You know. By the way, I did do this. I did open the door and nick some stuff. But yeah. Do I want to be a naughty? I don't think I want to be a nasty person. You know, I'll let Saruman do that when he comes back. And they might do that as well. So as you can see, when we're in a big town, it's starting to creak a little bit. I must admit, on Series X, I wasn't getting much of this. Although, come to think of it, I didn't get this far. But
what is it?
And maybe I didn't get this far. I didn't get out of these sewers. So it does seem to be struggling a bit in the town. But there is a lot, you know, a fair few people here, although still sparse. It's not rather nice at night. And I'll tell you what, let's look at the sky.
Hello there.
I'll tell you what, let's go outside in a minute. Sorry. Let's go outside in a minute. Let's go, say, the Chestnut Handy Stables. By the way, this is all split into different areas. So this is the Elven Gardens. So that's all the elves out there. Like Ghost. I mean, love the elves. It's the arena. I will be doing the arena because I'm going to be the arena champion. I did it in the first game and I'm going to do it in this game. We're going to be arena champ. By the way, I don't remember 3/4 of the quests in this. I've forgotten them. Because it was a long time ago, about 2009 or 2008. This is the Oblivion, which I not quite remember. That's the arcane. Yeah, I'm just about to finish Ghost. I just want to go to here because I would like next time to go towards Wayne Priory, our main mission. I'll do the Thoronir another time. But here we are. Doesn't it look nice out here? So it has got the lovely green. I might wait actually. By the way, in this game, I will. Yeah. By the way, let me just show you something. In this game, okay, if we go to our thing and go here, alright, and we go to our skills, when that bar fills right up, it won't automatically go up and say, right, you can level up now. You have to sleep in a bed. Or in a, if there's a camp or a dungeon you're in and there's a bed there or something, or a bedroll, you can only 1 hour sleep minimum. And only then will your skills go up and you can change some of these things here. Alright, and put points in. So you have to wait until you sleep. Alright, so keep an eye on that. Make sure you do that. Doesn't really look handsome. It could turn into a Wendy though. So we're going to wait here a minute. Till the morning because we want to start next time. So we're going to finish now. Thank you all for watching. I'll read out our names in a minute. So I'm trying to work this out. You know, I like to have an early start. I was 12 out of 10. So I'm breaking it very good today. I think that's 7 o'clock. 7:03. Ghosts can't wait to get away.
Huh?
So 7 o'clock in the morning, look at that. What a lovely gay day to go out there and have a little bit of fun. Oh, crikey. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Scamp. We immediately get attacked by some vicious conjuration person. Get back, you filthy mage. Head back! What a way to end. What a god, he's regenerating himself. Get back! Get back! I think that did it. Great timing, that wasn't it? That was superb timing. How I conjured that out of nowhere. Look at that, all he's got is wear. I'll tell you what, let's take the robes. A lot of fetching blue, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is a minor respite tome. So if we go into our inventory, that's a respite. I can't remember which one is under. Yeah, if we use this, I think we can use it. Yeah, so we can add this to our spell list, okay? And it does restores fatigue 15 points on self. So yeah, let's have that. So these are the spell tomes. Okay, a bit like skill books. The novice one, and it affects yourself only. I think we can sell it once we've opened it. We can sell it because we should now have. If we go to magic, we should now have. Now, if you're wondering what these mean, this is things for yourself. Okay, this is things for against enemies. So these are like spells against enemies. So these are things that affect them. These are ones that affect you. These are target type ones, ranged ones. Okay, these are all of them, so that's the whole lot together, and these are your active effects. Okay, again you can hit the triangle and go between the other thing, resort them. All right, and then press it again to get out. So we have a shield one. I wish there was more. We had 12 buttons like PC, so we could put the shield on as well. All right, so yeah, they're all in different categories. Same as the inventories are all in different categories. But in this one, books, what do you call them? Scrolls, all that kind of stuff. Keys, they're all in one thing. I was hoping they might add more, but because don't want to mess with the original code, they want to keep it as it is and keep the core of what the game was when it started. So I think that's a good idea. Let's just try on, just to finish off. Let's just try this and see how we look with that on. Right, don't we look handsome with that on? Please, somebody tell me to take, to make sure I take this off. Have I got the right time of day? Apparently I can't count. It looks like I got new glasses, but the brain died. Okay, well, I'll change it now because I'm knowing me. I'll do the silly thing. I mean, it's not bad. I'll drop that, unless you want me to, of course, wear it. Of course, I can't wear the Amulet of Kings, but man, we look interesting, don't we? Okay, so we'll head off to Waynham Priory. So let's change our main quest. How do we do the main quest, right? Let's do this quest thing. So let's activate the quest. Yeah, it's kind of odd, and it's actually saying the wrong button there. It should be press on to do it, and then activate it by doing that. And then we open it in the map. So that's where we got to go, and we're there. So we're going to make our way to Waynham Priory, and if there's anything on the way, we'll go and pop in and say hello to it. Alright, that's what we'll do next time. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. That was our main quest. Across the bridge here, on a nice foggy day. Alright, here's our character. Alright, so, do you want this to be turned into Wendy? A female version of this, or should we keep as we are, our thing, but become a Wendy? Like, have the essence of Wendy, without the female side of it. So I'll leave it up to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate all your likes and subscribes. I've had a few for some reason. I don't know why. Must be something wrong with people. So thank you all, everybody. If I missed anybody, I do apologise now. Okay, that's all right, Reg. Thank you. Let's thank all these people. I do this after every stream. Thank you all the people. Thank you all for watching. I hope you bore with this. Hope I wasn't too much of a disappointment. And I'll still make the odd mistake now and again. and you know, I'm not great at every build, as you can probably gather, but I managed to get a handle on a couple. This is a new one, so we'll see how we get on. Right, Pepper Pictures, thank you Pepper, apparently you just beat Ghost to it. So thank you Pepper, but I only saw Ghost first, so I'm sorry Pepper, I whipped Ghost in front. Thank you Ghost 57, thank you Ghost for coming in, because I know you got a little bit fed up and you want to take a back seat, so I really appreciate you coming in and making some comments today. Thank you Nosy as well for coming in, thank you very much Nosy. Thank you very much to Jeffrey Giordano, thank you Jeffrey, hope your football or wherever it is goes well. Thank you to Neptunescape, thank you Neptunescape, great to see you again. Thank you to Reg as well, very much appreciate Reg. Vicky, I did acknowledge that you came in. It's not Skyrim, no, it's definitely a different experience, but each of the Elder Scrolls they've done have been a completely different experience. Hammerfell will be different than Skyrim. They like to change it each time. They like to do something new and evolve. You know, some say it's been dumbed down because this is a bit more complicated, and they kind of made it more accessible for Skyrim. And some people like that, and some people don't. But they got huge success, so it sounds like a winner to me. So Vicky Mavir, thank you very much for coming in. To Samuel Wenner, yeah, it does still do the nice kind of circly bit. I'll just leave you with a nice look at my handsome character there. Samuel Wenner, or Wenner, I can't remember. Rod Risen, thank you very much, Rod Risen, for coming in. Carl, the wrestling guy, thank you, Carl, Kyle, for coming in as well. Thank you to Achu for coming in. And thank you to Adoring Fan. We will be together. We will be friends with the Adoring Fan, who will follow us wherever we go and say how wonderful we are. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button. Steady there, Ray. Steady. What is the name of our character? Oh, it's Ray Ray. Just Ray Ray. Not Ray Ray the Awesome. We got an awesome class. But I don't feel quite so awesome now. We are a lord. We have increased armor rating. I love this thing of zooming in now. I love it. I absolutely love it. Those are my active effects. Don't know why I did that because that's ruined the experience. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Oh, 12 thumbs up. Excellent, Gibbs. Okay, so I'll see you all. So it's Thursday today. I will normally be doing the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered every Tuesday from now on. I'm going to leave Necra for a minute, and at some point I'll try and get some decent spells, get some armor or something, try and get her a bit stronger before I think about continuing. By the gods, you're the best, Ray. I'm going to follow you and worship the ground you walk on. Oh, well done, Adoring Fan. I can have you in soul as well as in body. So that makes me very happy. That's where we're going next time. Alright, so thank you, Adoring Fan. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please join me every Tuesday for Skyrim Remastered. I want to play this 3 times a week, to be honest. But we're still doing The Witcher, and if I'm dropping Necra, you know, I don't want to drop the others as well, because that'd be very unfair. So I'm going to continue every Thursday with The Witcher 3. Every Saturday we're going to be doing our Assassin, so hopefully see you Saturday at 3:30. Okay, and then Tuesday we'll be doing Oblivion again. So I thought that was a good way of sneaking in and getting 2 fairly close together. Alright, I'd love to do this every day. You're about to restart in Mage character. Oh, Ghost. I'd get this far less buggy. Although I'll leave that up to you. I would have a look at it. I mean, I'll be happy when the first patch comes, because apparently there is a few teething problems. So hopefully, you know, we can get a little bit of stutter, a little bit of things drawn in or anything like that. But you can see a significant difference, even though this is a foggy kind of day. Just look at what we're seeing here. Trust me to get a horrible time of day. Hopefully the weather will improve. I might wait 24 hours. But as you can see, it's a massive improvement over the original. You download some mods and for some reason my save games are wiped. Oh dear. I'd get Oblivion if I was you, Ghost. You know, it's only 49 quid, and it includes all the DLC, and you even get horse armor for nothing. Plus you get a wizard's tower, so you can have your own wizard's tower where you can buy stuff, equip it with extra rooms, so it starts off a nice bare place. You can fast travel from it. You can do things for the fighter's stronghold or something. There's loads of extra quests and things in it. I mean, for an extra tenner, you can get all you can get the the music and the artwork. But I'm not trying to flog it at all. But I'll tell you what, this is the best thing that's happened to me all year. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for all the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for being patient with me. Well, I've had a little bit of a crisis with my eyesight. It is better. If I take them off, it's slightly, it goes slightly blurred. But when I put it on, it's a bit sharper. So it's not a huge increase. That's because I've got a very poor left eye. Have downloaded the Oblivion regular one. Yeah, try the regular one, see how you think on that one goes, and then see where you go from there. But it will have the occasional bug in. Some might, I have had some where I've tried to, I've done a save, and then when I try to reload it in, it won't work. So it might just be the odd bug, but that's the creation engine. By the way, this was done with the Gamebryo engine. It wasn't called the Creation engine, it was the Gamebryo engine, which they used all the way through all the series. So from Arena to Daggerfall to Morrowind to Oblivion and Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls 6. It's all the same engine, but been over for each game that came out. There was improvements stage by stage, and in between bigger improvements. So from Oblivion to Skyrim there's a huge jump, and from Skyrim to Elder Scrolls 6 will be a massive jump. Okay, so the Gamebryo engine was what this was made on, which is what it did Oblivion and the previous ones. And then it was the creation engine for Skyrim and the creation engine 2 for Starfield. Less to say about that the better. I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of the week. I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully at 3:30 with The Witcher 3, and hopefully I'll be able to see the little map better. I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for being patient. Thank you all for all the love and support you've given me this whole time. That has really kept me going. I've enjoyed answering all your questions. If you want to chat more, please let me know. Just generally give me feedback. What you would like to see, what you don't like to see. I'm very picky on games, so I won't always want to do what you want to do, but hopefully you'll enjoy what you see. I'll see you all next time. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thank you everybody for coming in today. Bye for now, and thanks Jess for all the stuff. And I'm happy! I'm so happy! I just want to play this non-stop now. I might just get up to this stage on my Xbox now, because I can't stop playing it. Bye for now. You're not going to talk at the end of this one? No, I don't do that for Oblivion, do you? No, it's just no point. That's the Skyrim thing. Oh, was it? Okay, alright, we won't do that then. Oh, drat, I just did it.